Ozarks at home taking on the number 1 team in the land, Duluth. 2 minutes in, Javante Johnson to Dan Williams. That makes it 6-0 Harbor Monsters. The Lunkers answer right back. Brandon Mackey to the outside for 6. They get the 2-point conversion. Ozarks signed a new quarterback, Tyler Kolka, and this is his first Arena League touchdown. He finds Matt Rush, who blows by his defender for the score. First quarter still. Johnson finds his running back, James Harden, along the wall. Duluth trails by just 1. Kolka, he's going to go do a play action to Rajay Johnson-Sanders, back from a 2-game absence. But again, Duluth would answer right back. Johnson finds Dan Williams wide open. The threat finished with 6 catches for 3 scores. 2 minutes to go in the first half. Ladarian McAllister gets a block and goes for 6. And after, for the celebration, he's going to reel in the fish. 25-20 Duluth leads. Kolka finds Rajay Johnson-Sanders with 5 seconds left in the first half. Now 2 seconds to work with, 1 play, and Duluth uses it for an unbelievable catch by Jamal Couch over the defenders to end the half up 31-26. We went back and forth the whole first half. That wouldn't be how the second half started. It was Brandon Mackey punching it in. He finished with 142 rushing yards and 4 touchdowns. Tyler Kolka finds Matt Rush again, makes it 44-31 Lunkers. Top of the fourth quarter. Guess who to guess who? It's Kolka to Rush for their 3rd touchdown connection of the night. The Lunkers go on a 24-0 run to start the second half. Brandon Mackey gets to the boards, keeps his balance. He counts him up in the end zone. Yeah, that's number 4 for him. This play looks familiar, but when you get a new quarterback on your roster, you have a limited playbook. It works to Kendrick Payne. Kolka finished his first start with 6 touchdowns to 1 pick. Dan Williams catches a late score from Hassan Brockton, but it's a little too late. Ozarks stuns Duluth at home and wins 62-45. When you look at the standings, Duluth still remains at that number 1 slot. Them and Ozarks were the only matchup in action last weekend. Right behind them, the Woo and the Wise Guys tied for 2nd. Ozarks now at 500 on their own in 4th place. Behind them, St. Joseph at 2-3, and Eau Claire sitting at 1-4 in last place. The games in action this weekend: Iowa on the road at Ozarks. The Lunkers on a current 3-game homestand. Then Eau Claire goes on the road to play Duluth in Minnesota, and St. Joseph hosts Hot Springs. All games in action start at 7:05 tonight.
My mind is set, my grind is set, my heart on ice cold. I'm only here to even the score. Whoa. My mind is set, my grind is set, my heart on ice cold. We're down right now, but did it before. Whoa. See, from here we going up. Made the call, I shown up. Now the game is on up. Say my name is blown up. We up, 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 we up. See, from here we go.
cloth, they tugging it. Putting up numbers, 99 problems, and I still kept it 100. Yeah, it's been a long time coming. They ain't covering my cloth, they tugging it. Putting up numbers, 99 problems, and I still kept it 100. Yeah, who don't play, 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 who don't play, 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 who don't play, play.
Heading into tonight.
Yes, it is. Currently looking at it right now, the Ozarks Lunkers sitting in second.
For Key, but we'll see one here on this opening possession. Albrice from an angle.
Walking outside of our camera right here.
Yeah. Throws it to the other side of the field. Caught by Key. Key with a couple of moves. And he'll go down inside the 10-yard line at about the 9. And that's where the Lunkers will take over. And we're underway here in this one. The Woo and the Lunkers from Wilson Logistics Arena. The Lunkers come in averaging 49 points a game. They give up 50.5. The Woo give up 54.5 while they score 54.5. So something's got to give in this one. We get to see week 2 of the new quarterback. Tyler Kolka had a great game last week, threw nearly 200 yards and 6 TDs. Snap back, Kolka looking downfield, got time, throws it deep. But that is well overthrown, intended for Emory Bryant Jr. down the right sideline. And Kolka let that one slip out of his hands a little bit too far, but it's a souvenir for somebody.
Interesting difference here now. Last week we saw Duluth rushing 3 men at a time. This time Iowa only starting off with 2. So this time we're going to see Tyler Kolka react with more men back in coverage instead of an all-out blitz right in front of him. We'll see how he reacts. Maybe they'll send a little bit more pressure here.
Mackey in the backfield behind Kolka. The give is to Mackey, trying to go right. He runs into a pile and is upended at about the 17-yard line. Now make it the 13, 14-yard line. So a pickup of about 3 on that carry by Brandon Mackey, the leading ball carrier in the Arena League right now. Despite his size, this guy really runs with an edge. Vertical motion, Kolka throwing middle of the field. That's Butters. Butters at midfield, first down and more. Tight end Tom Butters goes up high to retrieve that one from Kolka, and the Lunkers get their first down of the game.
And this entire year, the Lunkers have been very slow with their first drive, really working into the game. And right here, you're starting to see it here. Not going for the deep ball yet, just quick, consistent passes is what this team's been about on their opening drive. Seeing it here still.
Horizontal motion. Here's Butters with the first down reception for about 4. He gets it down to about the 19-yard line. They put it down at the 18. So a gain of about 5 on that first down reception to the big tight end. Again, they're in tight. See if this is Mackey territory here for the Lunkers. Vertical motion. Devontae Key going forward, looking downfield. Here's Butters again. Diving forward, he's going to get the first down. That 6'6" frame able to extend for the first down.
Tom Butters coming in this one with only about 83 yards to his name for receiving. But now already in this one, 3 receptions, already at 20 yards receiving early in this one.
First and 10 for the Lunkers. Vertical motion Key. Snap back. Here's the give. Oh, great read defensively by the Woo. Boy, getting in there very quickly that time. I believe that was Alabrice, and Mackey is hurt. He gets up very slow. That is costly for Ozarks. Goes down. He was hammered to the turf.
That might be the way he landed. I'm going to assume from that angle, looked like something to do with his arm. What it looking like to be from up here from our angles, look like it's what it be as now trainers get up to him and pull him up off the ground. So able to get up and walk off.
So he was helped up, but he'll walk off on his own accord. And see how the Lunkers handle this if they've got another running back. They have Matt Rush inactive this week, so he's not an option in the backfield. Normally would be. We'll see who helps out back there. Key is in the game. We've also got Greer now lining up as a receiver. And then Bryant is the running back here with Kolka in the backfield. It's second and long now for the Lunkers. Vertical motion. Kolka looking. Ball is incomplete. Goes up just a little behind Kendrick Payne. Incompletion there will bring up third down for Ozarks. Replay here.
There it is. Yep, just a little behind him there. Luckily able to get a hand on that one. Almost costly if he wasn't able to grab that one. Would have been interception back the other way. However, got to put that ball in the right spots. An open play too. It's one the Lunkers are going to want to have back.
2 in motion. Kolka looking downfield, throws it into the end zone, and it's incomplete. Looking middle of the end zone for Greer, bangs into the wall. Some defensive contact there, no call by the officials, and it brings up fourth down.
Pass up in the end zone, not too high, gets there, a little bit of contact. Don't think it was enough for a pass interference call right there. Some of the fans on the sideline wanted it. Refs stick by their call. 4th and about 15 now here for the Lunkers early.
Big play, first drive, long drive for the Lunkers. Pass left side, it's off the wall and intercepted, picked off by the Woo. This is Kyvon Smith, still got some running room, and he breaks it through and will score, but a flag and another flag thrown late.
And my next question is, since the boards technically count as out of bounds, does that count as throwing the ball away, or has it stayed in play? It'll be interesting to look at.
Well, the wall is in play, so it bounced off the wall and caught by the defensive back. It never touched the ground, picked up by Smith, who runs it back for an apparent TD, but all kinds of flags.
Personal foul, illegal blindside block on return. After this is to the goal, first down, Iowa.
So the Woo do get it after that turnover. Off the wall, intercepted by the Woo, and then a personal foul against the Woo. And they will get it here, 1st and 10. And Carlos Rogers will bring his offensive unit up. Keep an eye on number 16, Justin Brown, their leading receiver. Played at Maryland, had some tryouts in the NFL, 6'2", 205-pounder. They want to say hello to the folks at the Doughy Joey's Pizza Joint watching tonight's action in Iowa. How about that? Doughy Joey's Pizza Joint.
Pizza sounds real good right about
right now. It does, absolutely. 1st and 10 for the Woo. Carlos Rogers, vertical motion for the Woo. Rogers going to go down the far sideline. It is incomplete. A foot race down the right sideline. Bird was step for step with the intended receiver that time for, actually that was Brock Carter.
Him from running, had to just lob one up there. Love the way they blitz on that play. See pressure again for sure.
Vertical motion to give is to the running back Jeff Mack, and he is hit right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of 1 on the play for Mack. Not exactly a Mack truck. The Long Island U running back picks up half a yard. It'll bring up 3rd, and we will call it 10. Rogers this season's passed for 405 yards, 22 TDs.
Going empty now.
Rolls to his right, looking downfield, got a man. Caught in the flat, and a first down for the Woo. Heads up play there into the wall. The Woo get their first down of the contest. That is Justin Brown, their leading receiver. Big target over there on the right side. 1st and 10. Ball at the 15 of the Woo. Oh, he got outside. There's going to be a penalty on that. The quarterback, Rogers, took off. 2 penalty flags there, but I think he split out a little bit too early in the running lane.
Yep, he did. It's a great formation for that type of run play from the quarterback, but got to be careful of the hash mark.
Quarterback offense, 5-yard penalty, that makes first down. Correction, 10-yard penalty.
10-yard penalty on that violation by the quarterback, drops him back.
So put him back at the 6-yard line.
See the replay here. Well, maybe not.
You got Henderson way out on the left side here, almost touching the wall on a motion out from the left side.
Vertical motion again. Rogers rolls to his left, cuts back, goes back right, throws it up against the wall. Caught there and down near midfield with the catch is Jeff Mack, 5'7", 195-pound wide receiver running back from Long Island. Here's the play.
Stays right behind the line of scrimmage, almost runs forward, finds the man open. Beautiful play right there from Rogers.
No score in this one, 7:35 to play in the first quarter. Here's the quarterback up the middle, and he gets the first down, I believe, across midfield. Yep, they're going to move the chains. Good play call there. Carlos Rogers, 5'11", 250. One of those big quarterbacks. We see a trend in the Arena League of the big quarterbacks. Hot Springs, the Lunkers, big quarterback. And here's Rogers, 5'11", 250.
Don't be surprised now with this motion. Second time they ran up the middle. If the Lunkers try and send a blitz up that A-gap right there, when they run that type of motion from a linebacker, preferably from another side of the field, not off the line of scrimmage, try and get them and avoid the lead blocker.
Rogers calls the play, drops back, fires it middle of the field, ball tipped and drops. Thought maybe a chance for the Lunkers to pick that off, but it's incomplete through the finger. For this final regular season game at home. 2nd and 10. Smith in motion. Rogers looking downfield. Sidearm toss. It's complete. This is Bryce, and he's finally drugged backwards. Vontre Henderson, the receiver there, number 8 as opposed to number 6. And they'll move the chains again. Iowa with a first good drive here in the opening quarter. Under 6 minutes to play. Had about 3 scores at this time last week, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Rogers goes left wide open into the end zone and the touchdown for the Woo. That is Henderson with the score for the Woo as they take the lead here early in the first quarter.
That was a beautiful play design right there. The wheel route drawing out the flat and then the underneath route wide open right there. It's a beautiful play design, cutting the field in half, just making it easy for your quarterback. That one's going to work almost every time you run it.
They're going to go for 2 here on their first point after attempt. Rogers has his team set. Vertical motion by the Woo. Rogers trying to elude a couple would-be tacklers. Ball caught on the right side, but it'll be very tough to get in. Back to the line of scrimmage. And a point after attempt, no good. The Woo take a 6-0 lead here in the opening quarter on a pretty good drive. They were patient. They mixed the run with the pass. Penalty against the Woo declined by the Lunkers.
Gotta be careful on that one. Bad hold right there. But other than that one, the Woo offensive line doing a great job at protecting Rogers. Lunkers sending pressure early. And also a lot of great work right there from Jeff Mack as the running back. A couple great blocks. Really killing the Lunkers that entire drive. So we'll see if they're going to drop people back or keep sending pressure.
Ola Bryce again with a throw off for the Woo on the right side. Goes straight downfield. Ball bounces over the wall as Key was back deep for the Lunkers. And we will reset this play here at the 5-yard line where the Lunkers will take over, and we'll see the offense led by their second game quarterback, Tyler Kolka. Kolka Mania swept through the Ozarks last week.
And Mackey back on the field after going out on that last drive, lined up on the line right now at what would be on the left side of the line.
Pass downfield is incomplete.
Great job sending pressure, getting there early, and covering all underneath routes. Doesn't have a lot of time and not a lot of windows to make these throws.
Kolka with the handoff to Mackey going right, dives forward, gets it across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Gain of 6 for Brandon Mackey. Mackey comes in nearly 600 yards rushing this year and 18 TDs.
Came in with 591, only needs 4 more yards to hit that 600 mark on the season.
Third down, short pass, caught, first down for the Lunkers. Nice tackle by the Woo. Coming in with the great tackle is Jamie Vincente Colin. Played at Lake Erie College. Watch this tackle here. Lifted him up and threw him to the turf. First down for the Lunkers, 1st and 10. Kolka calls the play.
Greer deep in the back for a motion, about to see on your screen.
Ball is snapped. I don't know if that was an errant snap or what, but the fumble recovered by Mackey. I'll have to see that again. I don't know if that was a bad snap by the center, Jake Swirple, or if it just went off the hands of the quarterback. I looked down for a second and Mackey had the ball. Motion man, horizontal. Here's a pass to Butters. Butters diving forward after the catch. And after the loss on the previous play, gain of about 5 for Tom Butters. Brings up third and still about 7 for the Lunkers. Wu doing a good job defensively against this Ozarks team.
Especially last week with a lot of the checkdowns to Mackey out of the backfield. They're really doing a good job in the short field right now.
Quick hitter right side, caught to the So pass was tipped is what they say.
So I will just rule as an incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 20 instead of a potential penalty.
Lunkers spread them out here. Twins on the left side. And a challenge flag here now. Thrown in by the Iowa Wu.
Interesting challenge this early.
It's interesting too because that red flag blends in with the red end zone. Tough to see unless have it 1st and 10. That's first, or I can't see the second.
2nd down.
2nd and 10. Motion for Ozarks up offsides there. Key a little bit too quick, or Kolka a little late on the call, but either way it'll be against the Lunkers. That's very tough, that timing play with the motion. Again, you've got a couple different motion. You can loop motion, you can lateral or forward motion. And that time Key was a little bit too early crossing the line of scrimmage. Moves him back 5 yards. 2nd and 15. Quick pass to Bryant on the right side. Looks like he makes a nice catch, uses his helmet to keep possession of that ball. And that'll be a 4-yard gain, but it brings up 4th down now for the Lunkers. Offense struggling a little bit here in this opening quarter. 1:45 to play in the quarter. 6-0 Woo. Pass caught by Bryant, but not enough for the first down. Well, it said it was a third down. Now they move it to fourth down if that's the case.
It will be fourth down here.
Yep.
It's a 5-yard gain. Another completion to Bryant Jr. And again, the Woo have rarely had a guy even 10 yards back playing way up close.
Pass to Butters. Butters first down, loses the football, but I think he gained it back. He gets the first down as he crosses the 10 down to the 7-yard line.
Here's the replay here. Catches the ball. I think might have to slow that one down. Might have lost it.
And then regained it. See where it's at? I
Yep,
think he
right
pulled
there
it back
he has
in.
it. So I think that's going to stay. A 6-yard gain for Butters. His 5th catch already on the day. Another challenge flag coming out. Already another challenge from Iowa. They're going to go take a look at it. Whitecap going over to talk. We'll see
how many different views we have. We saw one. We saw the ball clearly on the turf after the catch, but what I saw was him shoveling it back into his gut. And we'll see if there's another view of that where we have a better look at the ball. But the call was that he recovered his own fumble unless there's conclusive evidence that he lost it and somebody else picked it up.
Here it is. Hit here. Ball is out right there.
Now.
And then Butters
grabs. He's got his hand on it.
It might be tucked up against his knee right there too. Here's
but
a
it's
different
got to
angle.
be conclusive evidence that somebody
Ball
else.
is out.
Yep.
And then has his hands on it there. And from that angle, he tucks it in. So even if there's a wrestle at the end of it, I don't think there would be enough to get this call to be overturned.
No, I think it's inconclusive on what you see there. And the call was that he recovered it. And I think that's the way it's going to stay. Ooh.
Wow. Now, granted, the Sky refs do have a couple of other camera options they get to look at, so maybe.
Well, that's true. We're looking at the instant replay provided by our TV crew. They've got other angles to look at. So another turnover by the Lunkers. Their second interception, now a fumble. 1:06 to play in the quarter. Woo take over, leading 6-0.
Really going to need the defense to step up here. 2 turnovers early, 1:06 left. Had the ball to start. Don't want to go into the second down 2 scores.
Rogers takes a snap, drops back, rolls to his left a little bit, still on his feet, fires the ball the other way, caught by the Woo. Oh, and getting through the fingertips of Carter and to midfield. What a play, but a flag in the backfield by the officials.
Holding, number 75, offense, half the distance to the goal.
Holding against
First down.
the lineman, Lawrence Smith, 6'3", 295. Played his college football at Lincoln University.
And that would be technical back-to-back holding calls on plays from the Iowa Woo. The conversion, now the first play back on the field for the offense. Keep sending pressure this close. If they're going to get holding calls out of it, keep sending pressure if you're the Lunkers. Just watch for a quick pass to the flats.
And there it is. Pass to the flat. Caught and pushed to the wall at the 8-yard line. The quick hitter that time was to JoJo Olibrice, Howard University alum, vet of the Arena League, 5'11", 196.
Yeah.
Second and about 8.
This left side, Lunkers playing almost 10 yards off the ball.
Rogers rolls to his right and ends up over the wall as he throws it to nobody.
Just trying to get rid of that one.
15 yards of that pass.
I think he's just trying to get rid of it here. Rolls out. A lot of passes back over the middle. Saw nothing and just gets rid of it.
That's the end of the first quarter.
And that's the end of the first quarter. We'll take a break here. Again, check out the Fan Club app. Join the home team and earn extra game day points.
The key to a great toast is who you're with. At Big Whiskey's, we toast to best friend weekends, to birthday wishes, to burgers and wings, to big wins, and to believing in we, with something for everyone, from apps to wraps, salads to steaks. Everything is a big deal at Big Whiskey's. Here's to always being welcome.
Your swing is one of a kind. Shouldn't your clubs be too? At Griff's Golf, we craft the ultimate golf experience through custom fittings. Our expert fitters use the latest technology to analyze every aspect of your swing. With brands such as Callaway, Ping, and Titleist, we carry over 100,000 combinations to help unlock your true potential. From shaft dynamics to head design, we create clubs uniquely tailored to you. Stop guessing and start crushing with equipment as exceptional as your game. Bring your Ozarks Lunkers ticket for 10% off a full bag fitting.
From your first savings account to retirement, life is full of important moments. Our modern banking solutions make managing your finances simple, so you can focus on the moments that matter most. Simmons Bank, proud supporter of the moments that matter.
7, 6, 5. Chase cheated and he won! Everybody give Chase a round of applause! And thank you to our sponsors at Nikado's Steakhouse.
Well, we head to the second quarter in a very low-scoring affair, and not a lot of offense by these two teams here in the first quarter.
No, not at all. And this is where the Lunkers are going to miss the inactive Matt Rush. Had a lot of deep ball connections to him last week, but the way that the Iowa have been playing defense in this one, the Lunkers can't get anything 10 yards down the field to develop quick enough, and covering the short area very well. Very impressed by this defense from the Woo.
Rogers sets his team. Forward motion. Stepping back, throwing deep downfield, and it's going to be picked off by the Lunkers. Picked off by Lacavius Daniel, the 6', 175-pound D-back from Southern Miss and Ole Miss, and the Lunkers take over to start the second quarter.
Lacavius Daniel was the leader in interceptions for the Lunkers coming into this one. That's his fourth now on the year.
It's his job just to play safety. He's playing center field back there. He had a great beat on that pass. So let's see if the Lunkers change some things up offensively here. Mackey in the backfield along with Kolka.
And for how bad the offensive drive has been, only being down 6 is huge right now. The defense has helped you stay in this game early now. Got to be able to capitalize.
Kolka faked the handoff, looking downfield. He's going to fire left. Payne with the reception near midfield, about a yard shy of the first down marker. Kendrick Payne came in with 237 yards receiving. A couple of TDs. Second and short now for the Lunkers. Mackey behind Kolka in the backfield. Two wide receivers on the right side. Greer in motion to give his to Mackey up the middle. Tripped up from behind, now a flag called, and it was in the area that Kolka was, along with a defensive Trey Harlan came in and may have had a late hit on the quarterback. Officials will huddle up and talk about this.
Mackey's been held only 4 carries in this one for 5 yards right now, so Iowa doing a great job on the few times Mackey has been getting the ball, containing him in this one.
After the play, by personal foul, number 0 defense, 15-yard penalty. It'll be first down.
Trey Harlan, again, that was right there where the quarterback and Harlan met up in the backfield, kind of a late hit. and it'll be an automatic first down.
Might have thought play action with the rollout. Hits him in the back. But now all the way up to the 11 go the Lunkers. Huge opportunity here. Payne, a target here in this area.
Greer in motion to give us to Mackey up the middle. Left side off tackle. Gets it across the 10 down to the 9. Good defensive penetration that time. Marcel Brooks, linebacker, in for the Woo to help out, stopping Mackey on the play.
Butters on the other side with Payne. 2 targets, big tight ends here in this area.
Here's a pass, a little high, intended for Butters, and it's overthrown, incomplete. Tried a little down and out for Butters using his 6'6" frame. He's got good hands, but that pass was well overthrown.
Really easy overthrow in that area of the field. Very short area to work with, and with the boards, got to be really accurate with those high throws. These quarterbacks may sometimes make it easier than it looks, but right there, just unable to find Butters on a crosser.
Snap back to Coca. Goes into the end zone. Caught! Touchdown, Lunkers! Nice catch, nice pass. Devontae Key ties it up, and the Lunkers will have a chance to take the lead here with the extra point.
Gets his 3rd touchdown on the year on that one. That time, again, just the same type of crosser route, but that time, layers in the coverage, and that time, Iowa Woo not able to cover deep in their own end zone. Finds Key. Textbook throw right there, making it easy.
From the 5, they'll go for the 1 point after attempt. Kolka, all kinds of room, fires it short into the end zone for the score, and the Lunkers take a 7-6 lead. That was Butters who makes the point after attempt catch and fires the ball into the stands, and it's 7-6 now. Ozarks on top of.
This is a place for you. For those who believe rituals should never be interrupted.
We're in a media timeout.
For those who think authenticity and routine live together. For those with an active mind, body, and soul. We are a place to stay and be.
Well, Lunkers take the lead. Turnover by the Woo, and the Lunkers take advantage of that with a touchdown pass from Kolka to Key, and the extra point is the difference right now. And we'll see the Lunkers' first throw off of the game.
They're going to be throwing off deep to Marcel Brooks for the Woo. One of the 4 captains for Iowa here in this one. And a drive set up by the defense for the Lunkers. Offensively, Lunkers were not playing great up to that point, but then 1 turnover swings momentum back in the favor of the Lunkers. Now up 1 in this one. Defense is playing the key roles to open up this game. 12:30 left to go.
Butters with the throw off. Nearly hits the ceiling, gets it into the end zone. Caught and kicked. Still on their feet. Finally out. And the Lunkers pushing them back. Now the lateral downfield come the Woo. And at midfield, finally caught from behind, and no flags on the play, so everything looked legal there.
We'll see it here because we want to see if he was fully down or not. Gets the ball, throws over on the ground. I might, if I'm the head coach for the Lunkers, I might throw a challenge flag. I think he shoved into the wall with the ball in his hand. From that angle, couldn't tell completely, but obviously a little bit of arguing from that one. That was a really close play. That challenge flag is on the field. From this angle, we'll see if we can get a view of it. So bounce up in the air, and it's a bobble right here. So there's the contact, live ball.
Kicks it.
And over towards the right side.
But there was no kicking in this leg. He's on his knee.
Right there.
Or was he? That was somebody else on their knee. That's
Can't really tell. A lot of commotion there. We'll see.
It's like a rugby scrum.
As Sky officials over to our left taking a look at this one. Important call here, because if he is down, that might be in the end zone. That's a safety. Back the other way. So we'll be very interested to see. Call here, officials still working it out.
That's where we can't see. Did he go to his knee? See, we got the official in our way.
I don't think he did.
Nope. Looked like he may have picked it up. I saw somebody go to
right
their knees,
there,
but
the question is he making contact with the wall?
Yep.
Because if that's the case, here we go. Here's the push. He has possession there. From that angle,
he's got the...
I think his foot drapes along the sign there. If they count that as part of the wall, he's out of bounds, but he'll be out of the end zone. So he'll be back in their own territory.
So they're just to the left of us, the Sky judges looking at this, giving it the review.
Great work also the camera crew for Nixle Live Production getting this angle here. Great work.
After review, the calling on field stands. First down, Iowa.
Play will stand. So it'll be Woo ball near midfield, 1st and 10 here in the second quarter. 11:45 to play in the quarter. Carlos Rogers, the quarterback. Loop motion. Rogers stepping up. Boy, he's got all kinds of pressure. And overthrows his intended receiver to the right side. Boy, the Lunkers put all kinds of pressure on Rogers on that play.
Yeah, but ever since coming out of the first quarter here into the second, they've been doing a great job getting pressure back now. The offensive line's starting to collapse, and when they're covering that back over the middle of the field, Rogers has had nowhere to throw the ball to. That's what he has been doing when pressure does come, go to an underneath route from the other side of the field. And they're covering it well. Lunkers pressure really getting home.
Rogers directs traffic, 2 seconds on the play clock. Does get the snap. Barely. He's going to throw deep into the end zone. Overthrows everybody. Incomplete by the fan, who dropped it in the sweep, but it was also well overthrown by Rogers, and he had nothing else to do. He thought he had his main target, Justin Brown, open downfield. He was being defended well by Daniel of the Lunkers. Some motion again. Rogers stepping up, rolling to his left. Now he throws it with his left hand, a la Patrick Mahomes, and it's incomplete. Once again, good defense. And I believe that was Gabe Smith with the pressure
who came in and played for El Tyser last week, now getting to start this week. And a great rush. Yeah, there he is. What a rush right there to get past the offensive lineman.
Look at the second
effort. Pursuit here.
He was on the ground that time. Gabe Smith on the ground. He had two offensive players after him, got up and still was able to help make the play.
Holding number 75 offense. That penalty's declined. Result of play is a 4th down.
4th down here, down 1. I don't think this is territory where the Woo are going to surrender. Pressure has gotten home on all 3 plays, 3 straight incompletions for the Woo. We'll see if they do it one more time from midfield. Both defensive backs playing about 6-7 yards off the ball. 4 in the box.
Fake the handoff. Rogers steps up. Oh, he is behind. And then he is dragged to the turf. Big defensive play there by Greg Travis. Lost his helmet but got the sack. Travis with a big defensive possession there. Let's see this. There he is. Great second effort. Hit. Continues his pursuit and finally drags him down.
I feel like every other play, Travis's helmet flies off on these defensive plays.
Lunkers take over, try to add to their 1-point lead here in the second quarter, under 10 minutes to play in the half. Kolka sends his wide receiver Payne wide right. He goes left side, and the ball is incomplete, intended for Key, but great defense there. That was knocked loose by Anthony Webb, a D-back from Kansas, who is a freshman all Big 12 performer at Kansas.
Great play there, stuck to his hip, goal play, textbook. That's the type of play you show kids wanting to learn to play DB. That's how you play this position. Great play.
And off to Mackey, cuts inside, still on his feet, dives forward and gets it across the 20 of the Woo. Mackey, he'll pick up right at about 5, maybe 6 yards on that carry.
Do have a penalty flag though. We wait to see what the call is. Talking with players for the Woo.
Holding. Number 20 offense. 10-yard penalty. It remains second down.
Penalty against the Lunkers will move them back 10 yards. The Woo will be home next week. They'll take on Eau Claire at the Hippodrome. You can get tickets at iowawoo.com. This is the final regular season game at home for the Lunkers. Key in motion, the loop. Kolka looking downfield. Oh, he's got him open. Down the far sideline, he gets it for the score. Perfect pass. Tyler Kolka, and the Lunkers back on the board again.
And it's going to be a miscommunication down on that wheel route. Not enough communication to pick up on it, and just gets a huge step here. Again, the deep ball has not been there, so the safety's not having to do a ton of communication back and forth. Finally, they let one go, and they find it deep in the end zone. Huge play for the Lunkers. Tackle box coming alive.
13-6, a go for 1 again here. Kolk in the backfield. Key in motion right side with the loop. They look for him. They throw it short. It's incomplete. And, a little extracurricular activity there after the whistle. Mackey had to throw a Woo down, but they say, nope, just football play. Point after attempt, no good. 13-6, Lunkers on top of the Woo with 8:39 to play here in the first half.
Definitely the most turnovers I think we have seen in a half, on the opening half of football here in our time calling games here. The tackle box 3 already here in this first half. 2 on the side, fumble and 2 interceptions. In this one, 13-6, low scoring half that we've been used to seeing. Both of these teams again scoring close to the average of 50 points a game and allowing around 50 points per game. So definitely not what the averages would have expected this game to turn out to be to open this one.
Very defensive-minded game by both teams so far. Butters again with the throw-up. By the way, Duluth in first place. Iowa and Hot Springs next at 3-2. Duluth 4-2. And Ozarks at 3-3 in fourth. Throw by Butters, a good one downfield, caught in the end zone by the Woo. They'll bring it back. Oh, bumped off one defender. And Butters, who throws it off, makes the tackle. And a flag thrown after the tackle as well.
It's going to be a hold on the Woo on the return. We'll get the official call here.
See the return?
During the return, we have
it's holding.
Like
your kicker making the hit.
23,
Last guy.
return.
Butters more than able to
first down. Make
those tackles, though. Very good athlete. That pushes the Woo back a little bit here. 8:22 to play in the half. 13-6. Lunkers over the Woo. Tom Ladd, Ryan Swanson with you at the tackle box. Good crowd here for this one. It's a red-out game. Here's a quarterback going to take it up the middle. And we'll get to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Maybe a gain of a couple by Rogers. And Rogers is their leading rusher, too. 201 yards rushing. A little extracurricular activity there.
There's a replay here on that one. I think it was a drop snap, too. I don't think that was the design intended play here. Rogers having to just take it and run up the gut. They don't see anything what the flag could have been. Probably a words exchange would be my guess.
So, gain of a long 2. Be second
Dead
down.
ball.
We'll call it
Unsportsmanlike
8.
conduct. Number 4, offense. Half the distance to the goal, remain second down.
Penalty against the Woo, half the distance to the goal.
It'll be on Rogers, too. Interesting there. Started this game out 5 for 7, and since then, Rogers 0 for 4 with 1 interception.
Iowa, first time out of the half.
Timeout called. 8 minutes to play.
Lunkers MVPs brought to you by Olympus Insurance Associates. You can't predict the future, but you can prepare for it. At Olympus Insurance Associates, we can protect what matters most with reliable insurance plans tailored just for you. From Medicare and ACA coverage to life insurance and retirement planning, we help you find the right fit at the right price. No gimmicks, no guesswork, just real coverage and real peace of mind. Call us today at 417-429-4444 and let's secure your tomorrow together.
Tom Ladd, Brian Swanson with you at Wilson Logistics Arena. We're at the Ozark Empire Fairgrounds, where this place will be hopping here the next few weeks.
Yes, it will. Fair not too far from now.
That's right. Matter of fact, if the Lunkers are able to make it into the playoffs and host, they'd have to find a place to play. There's so many dates already scheduled. There's another ball that is dropped by the quarterback, and the throw is incomplete. I tell you, he almost made something out of nothing on that. Downfield, Rogers throws intended for Justin Brown. It was incomplete, and another flag on the field.
And another flag, and again, this might be on Felix King here. I think they're going to probably say he pulled him down towards the barricade. We might have a replay of it, but got in the face with one of the officials. So we'll see here. Physical play on the football. Yep, pulls him down. They might get him for that. We'll see.
Oh, maybe a kick there at the end.
I think that's what he was angry about. Wanting a... See again.
So,
the
yeah,
play
he's
is
got
clean.
him there, but...
Has him there.
And then there's a little kick, right? Stomp. Right there. So...
That's not going to overall. This game already being chippy as it is. Not
Yes.
going to help. As you see, tempers flaring. Refs having to stay in between the two teams. And the tackle
Very
box loving every bit
animated
of
out there.
this.
Yep, absolutely. Wow.
Would not be surprised if we see an ejection either now or
Well,
sooner or
Lawrence
later.
Smith walking off the field right now. I don't know if something happened with him or not, but
another flag.
Smith is walking off, but I don't know if that means he's out or what. But
officials making every dollar of this one, working hard tonight. Lots of penalty flags being thrown around in this one. How fast that first quarter went, we probably would have been over in terms of our time is right about now in this one.
crowd getting into it as they're reacting to some players on the field, showing some emotion. And we'll get a comment from the white hat here, Byron Pearson, momentarily to kind of sort this out. This has been a mess.
Yeah, definitely going to have some talks possible. Because now Smith walking back towards the huddle. He was seen almost walking off a minute ago. Again.
Here he comes to make the announcement.
Dead ball, unsportsmanlike. 13 on the Lunkers. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike. 75 on the Woo. Those penalties offset. Third down.
So it all offsets at the end of the day. King and Smith charged with unsportsmanlike conduct. There's a QR code on screen. The reserve 2026 season tickets for year 3 for the Lunkers. Lunkers still got one more game left to play, and that will be week 9. Next week on a bye week before going to Duluth, who they beat last week. This time playing in Duluth for the last game of the season. Could have a bye week right there before playing, again, the number 1 team in the league, but already beating them once. Definitely will appreciate that bye week.
Duluth at home tonight against Eau Claire. Should get an update on that here in the second half. Rogers ready to go. His team deep in their own territory. Play clock is rolling. Now it stops again.
Coach walking back over towards the sideline. Why they're stopped. Waiting for him to get back over. Crowd really into this one. On the 7 are the Woo.
Here we go. Play clock rolling. Rogers.
Still got plenty of time, 9 seconds.
Forward motion. Looking downfield, got all the time in the
Another
world.
penalty flag is going to be thrown. A helmet comes flying off.
Pass a little bit too tall there for the Woo, and a flag in the backfield. And that's been the story of this first half. The flags, the penalties, oh my.
Real quickly, want to give an update.
Holding.
White cap.
Offense number 75, that penalty declined. Results of play is a 4th down.
Other 2 games, current live updates for week 7 of the Arena League. Hot Springs and St. Joe. St. Joe up 26-6 in St. Joe. Goats leading in that one. Then Duluth up 13-7 at home. So all 3 home teams up.
I elected to
And it looks like
surrender.
the Woo will
We have
surrender
first down.
on this 4th down.
Lunkers,
Deep in
15-yard
their
line.
own territory, which means the Lunkers get it at their own 5.
And this has been the most alive I've seen this arena all season. It is lively and loud here in the tackle box. Talking earlier, it's a good crowd tonight for the last regular season home game. Hoping win out here can push for a playoff game at home again, as you said earlier, location to be determined.
Right. 15 is where the ball is marked, not the 5. Sorry about that. So Kolka and the offensive unit out on the field here. Bryant Jr.
For the Woo.
Behind, he goes forward motion. Snap to Kolka, he's going to throw it downfield to Bryant Jr. Caught and scores! They're going to mark him down at the 1, or they're going to give him the touchdown. He rolled in. Let's see if they mark it. The officials huddled up. Should be a score for the Lunkers to Bryant Jr., but they haven't signaled it yet. What a play there. And again, the motion man, that extra momentum going in motion. It was key on one play moments ago, and now Bryant in motion gets a step on the defender and caught it at about the 1 and slid into the end zone. Let's see what they say here.
Play is under review.
Play is under reviews. Again, here's the play. Slow it down for you frame by frame. Here's the catch.
Yeah, I know he's down at the 1, but was he touched before he slid into the end zone?
And he's down. That's at the 1.
Yep, he was not touched, and he slid into that's got to be a touchdown.
He should slide in. I also do want to point, I love the play call here. All the momentum there, all the tempers flaring. You take a deep shot right off all of that. Great defensive drive. That's a great play call from the
After
Lunkers.
review, result of play is a touchdown.
So a heck of a pass again by Kolka. Bryant Jr. with the catch, and the Lunkers lead it 19-6 with 6:04 to play. They're going to go for 2 here. Mackey in the backfield. Bryant Jr. in motion, forward. Kolka's going to fire one in. It's caught, but intercepted by the Woo down the field. They can score on this, and they will. Intercepted on the play by Brooks. And they will get 2 on that to make it 19-8, scoring on the extra point, which was a 2-point attempt by the Lunkers. That was a poor decision by Kolka. Tried to go in traffic, double coverage by the Woo, and a great catch by Brooks, and he goes 50 yards for the 2-point conversion.
The last two throws from Kolka, 34 yards and 39 yards, both resulting in touchdown throws. So the deep ball, back-to-back plays for this offense has been working. Now a throw off here, Butters once again.
He's done a good job on his throw-offs.
Yes,
he was
has.
inactive last week. He had a little minor injury, so didn't play last week. But
something with an ankle, if I'm remembering correctly. It's going to be Jeff Mack deep in the end zone for the Woo.
They're going to go the other way, away from him. Into the end zone, caught by Mack, touches the sidelines there, and is tripped up on the play. Nice defensive tackle there by Acavius Daniel, 6 foot, 170-pound defensive back.
And he came into this one leading the team in tackles, 31 total tackles, that's assisted and solo combined. First on the team, fourth in the league in tackles. An example of it there, great tackle, get him on the ground. Ball at the, looks about the 11 to 12 yard line.
5:30 to play in the half. We will have a 2-minute warning coming up. Can we call it that in the Arena League? The NFL, I thought they had trademarks on that.
2-minute stoppage, I would do for the next bet.
Quick hitter on the right side. Oh, getting away from one man and down at about the 15. Gain of about 5 hard-earned yards that time for the Woo.
And a big thump on the end, too, to end that play. Helmet flew off. There it is.
Justin Brown again. He has been a main cog at wide receiver. Again, he is their leading receiver with 313 yards and 11 TDs. But he's the guy you really got to check defensively. Rogers goes left, wide open on the left flat. Coming forward, weaving in and out, still on his feet, inside the 5, down to the 3-yard line. Some missed tackles by the Lunkers, and a nice run after the catch by the Woo.
You send them the corner that was on the right side, and they run a route right to that spot. Can't make it easier for Rogers. Just found the weak point off the corner blitz. And now inside the red zone are the Woo.
Timeout's going to be called, I believe, here with 4:06 to play by the
Timeout.
defense. The Lunkers will call time.
That's the first of the half.
So I see if we. The Woo with great field position here inside the Lunkers 5. Snap back, the give is to their running back, trying to get outside to the right. Gain of about a yard on the play. That is going to be Jeff Mack. Mack in a game this year had 5 TDs in one game. He's trying to get one here. They go with that power formation. Mack is to the right of the quarterback, Rogers. Snap back, and it's a low snap. Rogers going after it, being chased, gonna fire it. Right side, ball is caught, but they'll lose a yard, and there goes another helmet. Boy, a bad snap again by the Woo. How many is that? That's been about the third bad snap by the center in shotgun formation. Lunkers have a player down. This is Daniel. Can ill afford to lose. You're one of your best defensive players right now. Sitting up right now, talking with Cam Bruffett. Helmet off. Helmets do not stay on very well. I don't know if they have chin straps or not. Maybe the reason why they keep coming off, but I don't see a lot of.
They definitely got them. I just don't know. Definitely something that's noticed as very interesting about this league. Has to do with just the fact of how small it is and the type of contact maybe is different. I'm not too sure, but helmets are flying off, especially in this game too.
Yeah. Timeout on the field here for that injury. And I guess they're going to send Daniel off after timeout was called.
Yeah, white cap issued for him to come on. And now we're going to have a substitution. It's going to be number 22. It's going to be Javion McDaniel.
From Central Methodist in Columbia, Missouri. Played at Battle High School. Is in. See if they pick on him right away.
He'll be matching up with Justin Brown, their number one receiver. I would not be surprised if they do one-on-one. Gotta watch out for Carter, though, the safety on that side peeling over.
Got some movement, should be flagged there. And a pre-snap penalty. So all kinds of guys jump there. I'm not sure who jumped first, though.
That's what the officials are talking over, by my guess.
Dead ball, unabated to the quarterback on the defense. Half the distance to the goal. It remains third down.
Well, this is MAC area now, 3rd and goal. Ball going to be marked at right about the 1.5. Maybe 2. They're going to mark it at the 2.
Trying to hurry up the
MAC, it's an empty backfield, see, unless they have motion. And it is a sweet motion to Mack, and Mack's going to be drugged back by Brock Carter. Got the shoulder pads and was not going to let him move forward. He throws him back, and it's going to be a loss of 3 on the play. Brings up 4th and goal at the 5.
Great tackle there. Wanted a horse collar. They're going to hurry up. Don't think they're going to look at that one. Great tackle there from Carter, though. Goal line defense playing well right now for the Lunkers. Got to do it one more time. Approaching 2-minute warning, 2:25 left.
Snap back. Rogers going to throw it in the end zone. Picked off! Picked off again by Brock Carter. Carter with the interception for the Lunkers, and yet another turnover here in the first half.
Back-to-back big plays from Carter. Tackle in the backfield, then just lurks and picks him off cleanly there. The defense for the Lunkers been the highlight for this one here at the tackle box. Ball's going to be on the 5.
We'll have a couple plays before the 2-minute warning here. You remember last week we had a big strike after a turnover. We'll see if the Lunkers go for the long ball here on this 1st and 10. And Bryant Jr. in the backfield, Mack to the left of Coca. Bryant Jr. in motion. The give is to Mack. He's got some room right side. He gets close to 8 yards on that first down carry, and we have the 2-minute warning with the Lunkers leading 19-8 over the Woo. Don't forget to download the Fan Club app, join your home team, and earn extra game day points.
Try 2 different restaurants located right in Denver, Iowa. Alley Cat's Grub House and Firehouse Pizza and Wings. Alley Cat's Grub House features breakfast, signature sandwiches and sauces, Matt's Mac and Cheese, Tex-Mex, and more. Also try Firehouse Pizzas and Wings, where they make their own in-house smoked bone-in wings, pizzas, flatbread, cheesy Alfredo buns, monkey buns, salad bar, and more. Catering options are also available. Visit us today, and we promise you won't leave hungry.
Bring the entire family out for a fun-filled day at Cadillac XBC. Whether you are looking for an exciting game of laser tag or a thrilling VR experience with Halo Gate, or looking to win that big prize in the arcade and redemption center, we have you covered. Why not try your hand at the newest and hottest bowling trend with hyperbowling? No matter your skill level, you are guaranteed to have a blast. Cadillac XBC, your Waterloo Family Fun Center.
Cedar Valley Sportsplex is family focused. We offer childcare for kids while you work out, or they can enjoy various youth sports and activities. We also have party packages for birthdays. Check out cvsportsplex.org to learn more.
I'd like a number 2.
Husband drove into the mailbox.
You've got it.
Hey, Pete, the usual?
My grandson hit the car with the baseball. Give me a number 7, please.
Odell Collision. Unbeatable repair is back on the menu.
With Mackey behind him, .ci. We wait for the clock to expire after the timeout. We have 1:59 to play in this first half. Lunkers lead at 19-8, trying to extend that lead. Key in motion. The give is to Mackey, trying to get outside of the right, and he's going to be pushed into the wall. Runs into a wall before he goes into the actual padded wall, and he's not going to get the first down. It'll bring up a 3rd and about 2 here for Ozarks. Emory Bryant Jr. in motion. They're going to go right side. Ball caught by Key. Key's got some running room right side. Cross midfield and down for the first down.
It only took one wheel route from Bryant. Every time they run that, corners and safeties are pulling away from that one. And it's leaving space for the run earlier to Mackey and now for that reception to Key.
Bryant Jr. in motion forward. They're going to throw it downfield. He's wide open, but it's overthrown. Nobody around Bryant Jr. Kolka was hit as he threw the ball, and he is upset that he didn't make connections on that one. Wow.
And on that one, it was the corner chips off, assuming the safety's going to pick up, but there wasn't a safety to pick up on it. So Bryant, I mean, you could have put a lawn chair out there and would have been able to get the ball, but unfortunately the ball was overthrown, a costly one for the Lunkers.
Couple motion men. Here's a quick toss to Mackey. Left side, cuts past the big man, still on his feet. Dives forward across the 10 near the 5-yard line. Mackey making the most out of very little. Gets the ball on the left flat. Look at that move he made against the big man. Then the block by Swarple. And Mackey does the rest as he gets it inside the 10 down to about the 7-8 yard line.
And I believe Lunkers still have 2 timeouts left with 1:06. So a lot of time here.
Pass into the end zone, thrown up, intercepted. That ball off the bad toss by Kolka. He knew it. He tried to throw it up in the air for his tight end and did not throw it high enough, and it looked like he missed through that one. So an interception thrown by Kolka gives Arua a chance to get on the board before half and give them some momentum.
On that one right there, that's one. It's already 1st and goal. You got 8 left. You got 2 timeouts left to burn. That's one you don't really need to try and force. I get going for the play there. There wasn't a lot of room to be made there. Throws the ball up, gets picked off. But now, like you said, Wu got the chance in a game that has been back and forth. Very chippy, very aggressive. Wu have a huge chance. Wu also getting the ball to receive the second half as the Lunkers elected to receive.
Yep, big momentum shift here if they can get it into the end zone. Quick hitter, right side, flag thrown. That, again, is Justin Brown.
So we'll get the word in just a moment. Flag on the field. Holding, offense number 6.
Holding against the Woo.
10-yard penalty, remains first down.
There's Carter again. Boy, he's been everywhere, hasn't he?
Yes, he has, and that's kind of how he plays. Anytime there's a defensive play on the field, Carter's somewhere in the mix, in a dog pile. Great player from that safety position. For the Lunkers, ball now back at the 6. And the pressure also has been getting over this Lunkers defense all quarter. They don't expect them to stop now.
Forward motion by the Woo. Rogers steps up, gonna go deep, downfield, incomplete near the goal line. Great defense once again by Daniel, who's back into the game, defending against the 6'2" Justin Brown.
Daniel's been on those deep routes here, right on his hip, stays behind him, goes up, able to get that out of his hands. Great defense. Again, the secondary playing a lot better than we have seen them play through this season. Loving the work from that second layer in the defense for the Lunkers right now. 34.3 left, second down. Got to get to about the 23 for a first down.
Timeout.
Timeout. Lunkers. Second timeout of the half.
So with 34 seconds to play in the half, we've got a timeout. 19-8 Ozarks.
Number 3 was Erica Travis.
19-8. Lunkers on top at home against the Iowa Woo. Good crowd here tonight at the Tackle Box in Springfield, Missouri. We're at the Ozark Empire Fair, Springfield, Missouri. My name is Tom Ladd. Of course, Ryan Swanson alongside. The Woo trying to score before half here. They trail by 11, and this would be a big, big possession, either defensively for the Lunkers, if they get the stop, or offensively for the Woo, if they can get it across the goal line, and then they get the football to begin playing the second half.
Empty for Rogers here with the pressure. Interesting choice here.
He's going to take it up the middle. He's got the running lane complete, dives over a defender, and gets pretty close to the first down before he's hit into the wall. Good decision there. He didn't run much, but Rogers took it right up the middle, dove over a defender going for his legs. They're going to say, they're going to say first down for the Woo with 28 seconds to play in this first half. Rogers takes a snap, steps up, rolls to his right, and then he's hammered down defensively. In on the stop for the Lunkers. Daniel Charles is there. Who's at the bottom of that pile?
I think Smith is at the bottom. I think both of them get there.
Oh, yeah. That is Gabe Smith. Again, he spun away from one would-be defender.
He was the first one to get there.
He's trying to pry the ball away from the quarterback as well, but a sack by
Timeout.
Gabe Smith. Newcomer as of about 3 weeks ago.
Second of the half.
He has played well in the middle of that offensive and defensive line.
Got a sack last week. Gets another one this week, too.
Back to action here. The Woo with the football, looking downfield, going to go deep into the end zone. The ball is caught by the Woo. Caught by the Woo. I believe that's Justin Brown with the touchdown, going up over the Woo defensive back. McDaniel was defending, but Brown jumped up and over to make the catch, and that's that momentum play we were talking about.
Yes, it is huge for the Woo. So they're going to be going for 2 here on this one. So score will updates. Yep, 14-19, 5-point game. Looking to make it a 3, 9.8 seconds left. So probably enough time for the Lunkers to have one more play before, as the Woo will get the ball to start the second half.
Snap back, Rogers looking, steps up. Now he throws it short, and it's incomplete, knocked down by Carter. Point after attempt fails there. The Lunkers will get the ball, just under 10 seconds to play.
And there's just nowhere to go. Everyone was covered. And then the linebackers come up to cover the running lanes. Good job on that conversion. Stays a 5-point game, 9.8 left to play. Again, we'll see how much time the Lunkers have. Not getting the ball, I would assume you'd want to run one more play instead of just sending it to the locker room.
Surprised by the low score in this one?
Yeah, I mean, said it earlier, we were talking right before the game. Both these teams allowing about 50 points a game. So
scoring about 50
and scoring
or a
about 50.
More. Yeah.
So the defense is playing this well. Definitely something not surprised to see, but I'm not complaining. It's been a fun, fast-paced, aggressive football game here at the tackle box. A great opening half to the last one here in the regular season and for the season here for the Lunkers.
Key dropping back deep for the Lunkers. The throw off for the Woo is Alabrice. Again, he angles from his left end zone. He's going to throw it the opposite way. It bounces inside the 10. Key picks it up at about the 1. And he's going to be hit at the 3 and downed there. And long way to go for the Lunkers, but they've shown that big strike situation a few times in this game, and we'll see what they have up their sleeve for the final play of this first half.
You see Polka, Mackey, and Bryant Jr. all running out for Lunkers. Bryant Jr. actually is going to run off. So you're going to have Greer, Butters, and Payne. May not be running the deep ball. Not a lot of deep threats here.
May see the blitz here by the Woo, too, in this last play, knowing what the Lunkers may try. They're going to go short to Mackey, see if he can do it with his legs. Dives forward, and that's it. He gets to the 15-yard line, and the first half ends with the Lunkers on top of the Woo, 19-14. The Woo do get the ball to begin play in the second half. They scored right before half to give them a little momentum. Halftime score from the tackle box, Ozarks Lunkers 18, the Iowa Woo 14.
That's the end of the first half.
In the quiet moments before dawn, champions are made. Every fan, every athlete, every moment counts. It's not just a game, it's a passion that unites us, drives us, and makes us strive for greatness. Greatness is wherever fans connect and call home. We believe in the power of the community. We believe in turning passion into action. We bring fans closer and transform loyalty into unforgettable experiences. Join us. Make every moment matter. Fan Club. Get your fans in the game.
My mind is set, my grind is set, my heart on ice cold. I'm only here to even a score. Whoa. My mind is set, my grind is set, my heart on ice cold. We're down right now, but did it before. Whoa. See from here we going up. Made the call, I shown up. Now the game is sewn up. say my name is blown up. We up, 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 we up. See from here we go.
Unleash your inner Kong in Donkey Kong Bonanza. Rated everyone 10 and up. Only on Nintendo Switch 2.
Jump Psychological Assessment in Progress. Subject 003, Jonathan J. Kabongo, 28, Tactical Fitness Trainer, Toronto, Ontario. Confirmed.
What will follow is some simple word association. For example, I might say strength, and you might say
rest.
Speed.
Practice.
Defeat.
Unbannable.
Clever. Pressure.
Peace.
Greatness.
That's the spot.
Hey, yo. A pizza for happy campers?
It's slam dunks and table talks. New wheels and Oldsmobiles. Lookalikes and looks like a party. Your life is a series of snapshot moments. With Cedar Valley Hospice, you can continue creating memories worth a second look and make each moment matter. Add to your story with Cedar Valley Hospice.
Whether you're looking to gather with friends or need a great location for a company party or corporate event, Maple Lanes is the place. You're sure to have fun with 28 bowling lanes, pool tables, pinball machines, and other party games. Why not up the challenge with Iowa's only duck pin bowling? Kingpin Social has a wide variety of great food and drinks to top off your experience. Whether it's 2 people or 200, Maple Lanes has you covered.
In football, the goal is to avoid collisions, but on the road, sometimes collisions are unavoidable. When your car takes a hit, don't throw in the towel. Turn to Iowa Auto Rebuilders. With our full service facility and excellent workmanship, you'll receive high-quality auto repairs and a hassle-free experience. Visit our website at iowaautorebuilders.com to learn more. Get back on the road looking and feeling like a winner with Iowa Auto Rebuilders, where collision meets precision.
try 2 different restaurants located right in Denver, Iowa, Alley Cat's Grub House and Firehouse Pizza and Wings. Alley Cat's Grub House features breakfast, signature sandwiches and sauces, Matt's Mac and Cheese, Tex-Mex, and more. Also try Firehouse Pizzas and Wings, where they make their own in-house smoked bone-in wings, pizzas, flatbread, cheesy Alfredo buns, monkey buns, salad bar, and more. Catering options are also available. Visit us today, and we promise you won't leave hungry.
Bring the entire family out for a fun-filled day at Cadillac XBC. Whether you are looking for an exciting game of laser tag or a thrilling VR experience with HaloGate, or looking to win that big prize in the Arcade and Redemption Center, we have you covered. Why not try your hand at the newest and hottest bowling trend with hyperbowling? No matter your skill level, you are guaranteed to have a blast. Cadillac XBC, your Waterloo Family Fun Center.
Cedar Valley Sportsplex is family-focused. We offer childcare for kids while you work out, or they can enjoy various youth sports and activities. We also have party packages for birthdays. Check out cvsportsplex.org to learn more.
I'd like a number 2.
Husband drove into the mailbox.
You've got it.
Hey, Pete. The usual?
My grandson hit the car with the baseball. Give me a number 7, please.
Odell Collision. Unbeatable repair is back on the menu.
They tugging it, putting up numbers, 99 pounds, and I still kept it 100. Yeah, it's been a long time coming. They ain't covering my cloth, they tugging it, putting up numbers, 99 pounds, and I still kept it 100. Yeah, who don't play, 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 who don't play, 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 who don't play, play.
The key to a great toast is who you're with. At Big Whiskey's, we toast to best friend weekends, to birthday wishes, to burgers and wings, to big wins, and to believing in we, with something for everyone, from apps to wraps, salads to steaks. Everything is a big deal at Big Whiskey's. Here's to always being welcome.
Your swing is one of a kind. Shouldn't your clubs be too? At Griff's Golf, we craft the ultimate golf experience through custom fittings. Our expert fitters use the latest technology to analyze every aspect of your swing. With brands such as Callaway, Ping, and Titleist, we carry over 100,000 combinations to help unlock your true potential. From shaft dynamics to head design, we create clubs uniquely tailored to you. Stop guessing and start crushing with equipment as exceptional as your game. Bring your Ozarks Lunkers ticket for 10% off a full bag fitting.
From your first savings account to retirement, life is full of important moments. Our modern banking solutions make managing your finances simple, so you can focus on the moments that matter most. Simmons Bank, proud supporter of the moments that matter.
Football is a violent sport, but games aren't just won on the field. They're won in the reps, the recovery, the work nobody sees. Every sprint, every hit, every setback, Cox Health is there. On the field, in the weight room, in rehab. The best never stop working, and Cox Health never stops their support. Strength, speed, recovery. Cox Health Sports Medicine helps power the Lunkers every step of the way. Cox Health, the official sports medicine provider of the Ozarks Lunkers.
Yes. Scoochie Boochie. Have you ever seen a fish in a helmet? Well, it's Lunky. He is an arena football mascot. That's got Lunkers fever. Everybody Ozarks knows our team's the best. Ozarks Lunkers, yes. Ozarks Lunkers, yes. Ozarks Lunkers, yes. Ozarks Lunkers, yes. You wanna know what a lunker is? It is a humongous fish. It is not a certain species. It is any fish that is big. Reeling in a wind. Caught a toe tapper, but really it's a fin. We got bull snappers, long and big. Measuring bass, set the record for weight. If intercepted the pass, that's the catch of the day. Ran it to the end zone, dove in, and the whole crowd yelling, go fish. Ozarks Lunkers, yes. Ozarks Lunkers, yes. Ozarks Lunkers, yes. Ozarks Lunkers, yes. Go fish, 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 yeah.
Because it is there for you. It's our way of saying thank you. The flight is for free. All the veterans fly for free. There are guardians on the plane. There are medical staffs on the plane. Each flight encompasses 81 veterans. The next flight leaving here will be August the 28th. If you're unable to be a part of that, you can attend the coming home ceremony. And it is a magnificent, at Springfield Regional Airport, magnificent circumstance in which the veterans have the culmination of their honor. It is up to you to take advantage of it. Honor flight, get in touch with them. And to those of you who just stood up, and there are many of you, thank you all for your service. And much, much good luck. Thank you, folks.
And again, before we step off your field, thank you again for allowing us to stand inside your house. Because if it weren't, one more time, like I said, the folks that have wore those uniforms, we would not be able to do this. Thank you very much.
Halftime show from the tackle box. Honor fly to the Ozarks.
And once again, ladies and gentlemen, we
addressing
are
the crowd, the players making their way back onto the floor here
Free trips for our local veterans to visit their
little
memorials in
scoring
Washington,
issue
D.C. It is
at
a powerful
halftime,
way
right
to say
before
thank
half.
you
For
to
some
those who
reason,
serve.
Lunkers lost
As
the
you
point,
exit the
but they got
arena
it back
tonight,
at
donations will be
halftime. So that's how
accepted
good a
at the doors
halftime
to
show
help
it
send
was.
even more of
Worth
our
1
heroes
point for the
on this
Lunkers,
unforgettable.
but for some reason it was taken away right before half. I had wrote it down 19-14, and then I looked on the board and I thought, oh, I made a mistake. It's 18. But no, it is actually 19-14 here at the half. Lunkers lead. Both teams back on the field. I give them a couple minutes to get loose here, and we'll get set for the final 2 quarters of this one. It has been very physical so far, Ryan, as you look at the first half of this contest.
Yes, it has. It's just been a lot of penalties, a lot of plays. A lot of these drives have been starting inside their own 10, so a lot of space to operate out of. It's created a lot of physical plays, especially along the boards when they throw these outside routes. Heavy contact. The rush is getting there for both teams. Defensively, both teams are playing phenomenally. Offenses, they both had their moments. It's been a good contested football game. Definitely one worth the price of admission and maybe a little more. We'll take a moment and look over towards the stats. We'll start with the Lunkers. Mackey being held a little short in this one now. 7 carries for 17 yards where I have him as. Again, official stats will be released on FanCLB when the game is over. However, Mackey also with this game now over 600 yards for the season. Still the number 1 rusher in the Arena League. Now heading down to Kolka. 190 yards, 2 picks, 2 touchdowns. Had a couple of deep bombs, really helping out his yardage. Both of those touchdowns going to Devontae Key and Emory Bryant Jr. Key with 57 yards and Bryant with 55, the 2 big name receivers for the Lunkers. Now moving over to the Woo. Leading rusher is the quarterback, Rogers. Only 3 carries on a couple quarterback design runs and some broken plays. He's got 22 yards. Passing, on the other hand, 9 for 18, 124 yards with an interception and a touchdown to his name. Or 2 touchdowns, excuse me. Both of those going to one Justin Brown and then one Vontre Henderson. Leading receiver being Henderson with 54 yards, what I have him at right now. So again, been a good contesting game. Kolka, big offensive performance, not finding it on the scoreboard, however. A couple of costly turnovers in the red zone the other way. Have kept this one close for the Woo. Again, very aggressive, lots of penalties. We'll see if it clears up in this one, especially with how chippy that second quarter got. I feel like it was triple the time the first quarter. First quarter was flying by. When we get to the second, almost like we hit a wall. A lot of penalties, lots of altercations, lots of time having to go back and check replays to see who to give penalties to. It's been an interesting one here at the tackle box for the last one to close out the year.
See what kind of adjustments both teams have made at halftime. You know, offensively, we've seen that from time to time where they come out with totally different looks, both offensively and defensively, and we'll see if these teams show some different looks here in the second half.
I'm definitely expecting to see some, especially the Woo started out the game. They played very close, uptight defense, pressing right off the line of scrimmage. The furthest guy back's about 7 or 8 yards, but the deep ball's really been connecting at the end of that first half for the Lunkers. We'll see if they spread out a little bit more, and that will also hopefully open some running lanes for Mackey to get to work. They're going to need him to definitely get some yardage. Defensively, though, Lunkers really been loving the work. Just overall as a unit, everyone contributing, making big plays from Smith to Davis, the Travis III, lots of great plays from those men from the Lunkers defense. Woo defense still holding on with this Lunkers offense, keeping them in this game. Let those 2 scores up, but have been able to keep it with good turnovers. So again, it's been a good back and forth. Defense is highlighting. Something's got to give. It's going to be a good second half.
Butters with the throw off for the Lunkers. Gets his arm into it. Sends it downfield. Caught in the end zone on the left side. The run back, not much. Down at about the 4. Great special teams work there by the Lunkers. We'll have some scores for you as well coming up from other games. The other 2 games tonight, Hot Springs at St. Joe and Eau Claire at Duluth.
And currently on those ones, still all home teams winning. Over in St. Joe, 39-13 the score. The Goats out in front. And then over in Duluth, it's 26-13. Monsters over the Eau Claire Axemen. So all home teams currently up going in to the second half of their respective games.
Woo with the ball to start play in this third quarter. Carlos Rogers sends his team forward motion. Low snap. The give is to Mack, the running back. He will bull his way forward out to the 10-yard line, and he is down there. Stop made by the Lunkers' Gabe Smith. Gabe playing that nose guard position, but boy, he really handles a lot of territory. I mean, he gets in the backfield. He does a great job defensively for Ozarks.
For how big his size is and the wingspan he has, can cover a lot of ground very quickly, but still have the pop and strength right of a nose tackle for this league. So he's covering a lot of ground, having a great game on the line. It's a battle between him and Smith down in the trenches.
Rogers going forward, and he is sacked in the backfield, and the fumble recovered by the Lunkers. Daniel Charles comes up with the ball as Rogers tried to head downfield. Looked like a little quarterback draw, and he lost the football. Lunkers pick it up, and they have great field position here to start the second half.
And I think this is Travis that punches the ball out. You see it here. Yep, right there. Gets his left hand there. Peanut punch on the ground. Great play. Again, the defense coming out right where they left off. Huge turnover. Their third of the day. 5 turnovers in this one.
Brandon Mackey area right here, isn't it?
Yep, this is where they're all going to line up, bunched up. We've seen it. We haven't seen it yet this game, but we've seen it before. So we'll see Travis right now line up. It's almost a fullback here.
They give it to Mackey up the middle, and he's in for the score. Just power football right up the middle. Mackey scoring from about 8 yards out, and the Lunkers lead it now 25-14.
Nothing complicated about that one. Get the ball, put your head down, don't stop moving until you're in the scarlet turf. That's what he did there.
I think you could have picked up 3 yards in that hole.
I mean, with the way this offensive line's playing, give me pads, I think I would have gotten in on that one. I'm not too far out of my athletic days. I think I might still have a shot.
Lunkers going to go for one on the PAT here. Kolka sends Bryant Jr. forward in motion. Looking at all the time in the world, wide open on the right side. Mackey scores from 1-point conversion, the 5-yard line, making it 26-14, a 12-point Lunkers lead here in the third quarter. That's the way you start the second half.
Coming out playing aggressive are the Lunkers. That's exactly what they needed to do. This team, a good throw off here, try and get them backs on the wall, keep sending pressure, play aggressive. This aggressive play style has been working. A lot of pressure and a lot of aggressiveness from both sides of the football, and it's working. And until it doesn't, I expect it to keep coming. Again, the Woo not being able to pick up and cover these blitzes effectively. It started earlier. Rogers able to cover by throwing it back over the middle of the field to an open man in the flat, but they're covering those. They have been for a while. Rogers has not had a lot of time to make another decision. And what I also really love is the way they're blitzing. They're forcing Rogers out of the hash mark, so he has to run up and then back over the middle. And by the time he does that, it's either Travis or whoever picking up on him to stop him from running and using his legs. So the blitz from the Lunkers has been doing a great job.
Butters with the throw off here. He goes opposite side of the field. Ball caught in the end zone again and tripped up inside the 5. How about that special teams play of the Lunkers?
And the Lunkers usually just keep cycling through throw-off, man. Tom Butters, you have won that position. Great right there with these throw-offs. High play, has to catch it up in your hands, got to come back down with it. You keep a man along the boards to keep contained, push him back middle of the field. You keep a guy wide, and as long as everyone does their job, no one misses, you're going to get that result almost every time. The special teams work has just been an area that's had its ups and downs for this Lunkers team, playing great right now. And
Brooks
the special teams always sets up the drives for the offense and defense.
You bet. Brooks with the return that time for the Woo. Rogers sets his offensive unit. Motion forward. Rogers rolls to his right. He's going to go up the middle. Spins away from one defender. Gets it to the 10 where he's down. The gain of about 6 on that quarterback keeper. He's very close to getting outside the running lane, but he spun back in, crossed the line of scrimmage, and picked up positive yardage.
Smith now getting double teamed on these, unable to get back into their backfield on that one.
Second and about 4 here. Snap back. Rogers going to run again. He gets up the middle, still on his feet, tripped up from behind, and he'll get the first down.
And the Woo picking up on this is the fact that when their rush is way spread out on this, so these middle lanes are opening, and if they spread the receivers out, the linebackers have to pick it up. It's opening the running lanes. It's smart here. Now we're going to see Carter now sit in the middle of the field. We'll see if they try a deep ball down the side of the field soon, if they're changing formation.
Nope, quick out in the right flat to midfield, and that is Justin Brown, their talented wide receiver, played at Maryland. He picks up a couple of yards there. 2nd and 8 now for the Woo. Mixing it up a little bit, using the speed of their quarterback, Carlos Rogers, and then the sure-handed receiver, Justin Brown. Motion man forward. Here comes the quarterback again. Gets outside after he crosses the line of scrimmage. Rogers is stacked up at the 7-yard line, call it the 8. And it'll be 1st and goal here for the Woo. So the adjustment made by the Woo, they're going to run it with the quarterback, who's our leading rusher this season. They didn't do much in the first half.
No, but already getting some good rushes here. 3 of them for 6, 10, then 14 yards. So a good 30 yards already from Rogers.
Here he goes again, gets outside and in for the score. So he's using his big blocker up the middle, Lawrence Smith, to hide once he gets past him in the backfield and crosses the line of scrimmage. He can burst outside, and he's got good speed. So Rogers scoring there, and they're going to go for 1 here. 26-20. Now they're going to move it back to the 10, so they're going to go for 2.
Try and make this a 4-point game.
Rogers gets the play, looks at his wrist. Motion man takes a snap. Looking into the end zone's got all kinds of time. No rush at all. Now here comes Smith. Still on his feet. He's going to throw it high up in the air. And the ball is tipped out of bounds. Maybe a little too tall that time, incomplete.
And I think what you saw there is we're about to see next defensive drive for the Lunkers. The consistent quarterback runs are going to force the Lunkers to pull their what would have been blitzers, as they've been doing all game, back out into coverage, maybe only sending 1 or 2 men at a time now to plug those running lanes to give Rogers more time to sit back and throw it in the pocket, which when he's had time, he's been able to make good plays in the pocket, being able to make the throws. So that just hoping to deter the Lunkers away from sending that blitz to open more time to get the passing game going.
1 possession lead here for the Lunkers in the 3rd quarter. 9:40 to play. Now you just got to keep pace, right? Keep that offense going.
Yes, you do. And again, with Rogers coming, he was the 2nd leader in passing yards in the league coming into this one with 805. And he's about 70-ish shot from being able to hit 1,000 coming up with 126 by my count here in this one.
The throw off. Ola Bryce angles again. Key is back deep for the Lunkers. They're going to, a little fakery there. Ball bounces inside the 5, picked up by Key, and he is down at about the 8-yard line. Key jumped up, and again, kind of a rugby play there. Jumped up and then moved forward and picked up about 4 yards.
This ball is going to be on the 8 for the Lunkers to get back out and working on the offense.
So Lunkers have it 1st and 10. See what kind of offensive formation they go with here.
So Bryant's coming in. Payne now coming off the field for the Lunkers. So we're going to see how that changes up. Normally Payne been lining up on the line. Now Bryant's lining up with Butters on the line.
Play clock already down to 4. Motion with 2. Here's a handoff to Mackey outside to the right. Now cuts back to the left. Running room outside. Mackey is going to be pushed into the wall near midfield, but a good gain for Brandon Mackey. The cutback, he had 1 defender in front of him. He stopped on a dime and then cut back and went left and was pushed into the padding at midfield.
We've seen him get a lot of yards on those type of cutbacks. Finally starting to wake up a little bit on the running game is Mackey. We'll see if they keep going with them as this drive continues.
Greer in motion. They're going to go short to Butters, and incomplete.
That's going to be a flag.
Well, the two players, Butters and a defender, were kind of fighting. The defender, the whistle was going on. He was still trying to tackle Butters, and Butters just pushed him away at the last moment. I don't know what you'd say on that. Very aggressive on both parts.
Heads down. He didn't. Whistle's blowing, but again, his head's down. He doesn't know if he has the ball or not. I get continuing the play, and I get heat of the moment. You're not probably going to hear that whistle as if you're watching the stands. As you'll see it here, just a quick comeback, and again.
So the whistle starts to blow here, but he
going.
continues, and
the flag's thrown right before.
They wipe it off.
I'm not surprised by that one. Both guys kind of in the right there. Butters, the whistle's blowing. He's allowed to shove him off, but that guy doesn't necessarily. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt on that one, which I agree with that call.
8:12 to play in this third quarter. 26-20. Kolka. Mackey behind him, dots the I. Greer in motion. The give is to Mackey trying to go left. Boy, that pressure by Iowa has been really good. And there's another flag late. And again, players going at it after the whistle blows. But Cooksey in on the actually that was Vincente Colon who made the hit on Mackey, and now they have to sort out another flag and another late activity situation after the whistle.
But no shortage of after the play penalties here in this one as the Whitecap goes to make his decision.
After the play, personal foul, hands and face. Number 20, Lunkers, 15-yard penalty. It'll be third down.
That's going to be on the offensive lineman Swerple.
So we've had some tempers flare and some players going after one another here. All in the heat of battle, of course.
Third and a county mile right here. First down markers, I believe, on the 11 to 12-yard line on the other side of the field. You saw a quick view of it from our point there.
Greer in motion. He crosses the line of scrimmage, and whistle blows. And that's going to be against the Lunkers. They had Greer going across the line of scrimmage by 5 yards. And I don't think Swerple knew exactly what the call was on one or two, whatever it was. He never snapped it. So they move him back even more. Third and a country mile.
20 offense, 5-yard penalty. It remains third down.
Pretty much to Bolivar, Missouri, to get a first down here.
I think he might be underestimating it at that point.
Greer in motion. Kolka going to throw it short to Bryant, who is smashed into the wall. Boy, very short pass there. And we'll see if the Lunkers going to surrender here, if they're going to go for it on fourth down. To go for it and not get it means pretty good field position for the Woo, and they are going to surrender here.
And I think that's a smarter play right there.
Lunkers have elected to surrender, fourth down.
Good field position.
First down, Iowa Woo.
Don't
Ball
risk
be placed
anything.
at the 15-yard line.
Defense, bad first drive here, or on that last drive, but playing well all game. I put trust in my defensive unit. I agree with that call there. As you might have had to get someone to go over there to reset the boards all over there, because that type of contact spills into the boxes, which really cool addition to this stadium. I don't know how it is in other arenas here in the Arena League, but I do really like that. Puts the fans right in the action. Now you might get a helmet to the head, hopefully not, but.
So again, the Woo offensive unit led by Carlos Rogers. He's been a little more active with his feet in this second half. Forward motion. They're going to go to the motion man, right side. Down across midfield to the 21-yard line. That'll be a 1st and 10 for the Woo.
Not complicated there. I mean, the defense was 11 yards off the ball. Quick comeback around on that one. It's going to work every time.
Been mixing it up really well. Rogers brings his unit out. They spread it out. Three receivers. This is Rogers just lowering his helmet, trying to run through the defensive play of Brock Carter. He'll pick up 3 yards on that play right up the middle.
And again, normally he'd been floating back into coverage or being a blitzer along the outside, now having to stay in a spot with Rogers being able to make some work on his legs. Another motion here coming up from Brown.
5.5 minutes to play in this third quarter. Here's a give on the motion man. Outside into the wall. And down at around the 15, 16-yard line. That is Jeff Mack. Mack the truck, running back from Long Island University. Previously played for the Sioux City Bandits, also in Iowa. Brings up a third and about 4.5. Mack to the left of the quarterback Rogers. Motion man going forward. They're going to go to him. And again, that's the big receiver, Justin Brown, with the catch down at the 10, very close to a first down.
I think they give that to him, yep. I mean, the way that route was set up, he angles up the middle field. I could have told you that one, the way the motion started. It's a quick out. And right there, drawn up perfectly. First down. Wu moving to try and tie this game with a score. And they keep using this motion way back, but the thing is, Daniel's been playing way further back. Harder to do that when you get closer in.
Rogers is going to take it up the middle himself. Runs into a defender and gets a couple of yards there. Call it 3. Daniel makes the hit for, that's Daniel Charles with the hit for the Lunkers defensively.
On these last couple plays, Rogers running like he's got a chip on his shoulder, low, and some loud contact coming from the field.
Second and goal here for the Woo. They can tie it up with a touchdown here. Loop motion. They're going to go left side, and it's incomplete. That one intended for JoJo Alabrice.
That one right there in tight coverage. Not going to make that one. That's got to be a perfect spot to even get that to the hands of JoJo right there. That one little outside. The pressure from Travis, the third up the middle. Got there, had to get rid of that one quickly.
Big third down play here. Remember, no kicking in the Arena League, so third down here, and obviously they'll go for it on fourth down.
That kick will be coming right to us, so I hope not.
Oh, wide snap again. Rogers picks it up, wants to run. Did he get outside? He throws it into the end zone, incomplete. Boy, he was very close to the line of scrimmage. There's a flag there.
And I think it's going to be a hold regardless.
He may have crossed the line of scrimmage.
And that's a 10-yard penalty if he does, which I don't see why you wouldn't take that
Holding,
one.
offense number 6.
Nope.
10-yard penalty. Replay third down.
Replay third, yep, 10-yard penalty. No reason not to take it, push it back. A little bit more now back to the 16-yard line. Go the Woo. Now a little bit more space to operate. And again, we've seen when they're in this part of the field, more space to move, they've been able to make better plays. That's when they get closer, they've had some struggle. The goal line defense for the Lunkers playing way better when their backs get further against the wall. You see here, down to the 5 is 4 men. Might be just a quick throw to the flats here.
Snap back, Rogers rolls to his right a little bit, going to throw it up in the air. Incomplete, and kind of shoved a little bit in midair by Brock Carter. What a great defensive play there. Again, defending on Justin Brown. He's their main receiver, their main target. Lunkers know that, and Carter is right there.
And earlier he got a jump ball where he jumps with him. It was Daniel, and it was able to be a touchdown. That time Carter doesn't even try and jump with him. He waits for him to jump, and the moment that ball hits his hands, shoulder right to the ribs, knocks his balance off. Hard to keep control of your body when you're sideways. So great play right there from Carter. Fourth down, flag on the play. That's a play clock violation.
It is indeed. We haven't had many of those in this game. You can tell the season is getting late because we haven't had many of those play clock violations.
And we'll see if they even want to stay on the field after that one. This is going to push them back to around the 21. I doubt they go for it.
Offense, it's a 5-yard penalty. Remains fourth down.
26-20 our score, under 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Lunkers over the Woo. Big game here. The other home teams are winning, St. Joe and Duluth. St. Joe's in 5th place at 2-3 coming into tonight. Duluth obviously in first.
Two out on the left side here, or close side on your screen. We'll see how that one plays out.
Man, they got the easy, but they've got to score
3
on
seconds,
this.
you got to go.
Ooh, just did get it off. Going to roll to his right.
Pressure there.
And now the pressure. Helmet comes off. Still on his feet. They're going to throw the flag into the end zone. It's a Hail Mary, and it's incomplete.
I don't think it would have counted anyways. I think it's going to be another holding call. The official talking. Could be a face mask, too. If it is, they pull off the face mask of Rogers. That's going to be huge.
I think he was just lower. I think he was bent over, and his helmet got stuck between two players, and it just came off. Again, these helmets come off with no pressure. Let's see it here.
See it here.
He ducks. Yeah, just a hand trying to grab him.
I think that there with the way he ducks, I don't think that's intentional. I mean, we'll see. They might. I think there's a chance you get a face mask call here.
Trying to iron it out right now with 1:21 to play in the third quarter. Byron Pearson, again, visiting with the officials. Players stay away while they discuss this. That's good. They've learned. Here he
pressure
comes.
in the building coming up.
Personal foul, defense, face mask, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
It was a face mask. Wow.
Yep. I didn't think they were going to give it to him. And so that's going to be a first 2 at the 11. That's a call that might change the course of the whole game. But again, this Lunkers defense has played better in this area of the football field than they have in the open. So we'll see how it goes and see if the trend continues again. You see Brown back at the 21, so about 10 yards off the line of scrimmage.
Snap back, here's the give to Mack, and Mack right back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of 1 before he's hit and stopped on the play once again by Daniel Charles, the defensive back from East Carolina.
We got under a minute now left to go in the third, as similar to the first quarter, the opening quarter of the half starting to fly by.
2nd and 10 for the Woo. Another wide snap. Rogers rolling to his right. Ball is caught and dropped. Is that a fumble? Oh, nope, incomplete.
That's another flag on the play. Regardless, that's a beautiful hit from the Chicago man, Felix King. So we'll see it here. Here's the play. Beautiful timing on that one. Gets there.
Holding, offense number 6, 10-yard penalty from previous spot. Still second down.
This drive that won't stop. It's been a long drive.
Back and forth again. Watch this hit from King. That's textbook right there.
Helmet through the ball. That's perfect.
That's dang near impossible to hold on to a play like that as a receiver.
So 2nd and long for the Woo. Rogers rolling to his right. Pump fakes, goes back the other way. Ball caught, but there's King again. Ball loose. Incomplete, they're going to say. Mack over there is the receiver. Rogers rolled to his right, stopped, threw back the other way. And Mack caught it and dropped it after he's hit.
That slight hesitation, I think, I think the man's open there. I think you get the ball there if he throws that. Felix King back-to-back. Great plays on defense.
Converged very quickly after the catch. And that's going to
into
do
the
it for
third
the
quarter.
end of the third quarter. Lunkers lead at 26-20. The Woo on the move. We'll take a break.
Well.
That's their big receiver. Rogers steps up, fires right side. Ball caught by Mack inside the 10, down to the 9. Still not enough for a first down.
I think that's going to be another hold, but Lunker a little slow to get up. That's Gabe Smith.
Gabe has his head coach Cam Bruffett help him up.
Love to see it when coaches are really involved with their team on the football field.
Cam Bruffett, of course, a local high school coach in the area, coaches at Parkview in Springfield.
Holding, offense number 7, 10-yard penalty, remains third down.
And we made the ball over joke earlier. I think we might have to go a little further for this one. The first down marker's on the 1-yard line.
How long has this drive taken? I mean, penalties and both ways?
I think collectively, I think the first quarter might have been over quicker than this drive.
Rogers spreads them out. Motion man, that's Mack. Another bad snap picked up by Rogers. He goes short, left side. Awesome running room. Skipping, jumping. This is Henderson. Henderson pushed into the wall. And a whistle stops play there. That is Vontre Henderson. Played some college ball at TCU. Caught the ball short on the left side of the field and went the opposite way. Had a little running room, but it's fourth down and long.
From about the 17. No reason not to go for it here. Mack way back at midfield for a motion here on the right side. It's Travis picking up on him, probably going for a blitz right after.
Keep an eye on Brown, Justin Brown, middle of the field, and they're down with the sack. Tripped up is the quarterback Rogers, and the Lunkers will take over. Great defense once again, paced once again by Gabe Smith.
And now all 3 members of the defensive line for this Lunkers team with sacks on the night. Craig Travis with the first, Smith with the second, and now Daniel Charles picking up one. Them 3 have been getting pressure all night. And finally, all 3 of them with a sack tonight. Huge one, and now the Lunkers chance to go back up again. Double digits.
Here comes the offensive unit, paced by Tyler Kolka. To check his numbers here.
5 in the box for Iowa.
Snap back, give to Mackey, going right, cuts back, goes left, got some running room up the middle, bowls forward, off 1, and down to the 10-yard line. Great second effort by Mackey. Mackey inside the 10, and it'll be first and goal for the Lunkers here.
I don't think they're going to deter from him after a run like that. I think he's getting the rock back on this one.
Quick pace offense. Mackey gets it again, right side up the middle. Goes forward, cuts in across the 5, down to the 3-yard line. Boy, the effort by Mackey. He doesn't get hit. He doesn't go down with that first hit. It takes a couple to bring him down. His feet continue to churn and churn until he picks up another 4 or 5 yards.
And you're about to get this bunch formation down here as now Craig Travis and Kendrick Payne out on the field. Another in-tight run play. This one's going back to Mackey. I think everyone in the building is assuming that one. Oh, gonna have to call a timeout here. Would have been a play clock violation.
Timeout.
Watch out for the
Lunkers.
play action to Butters, maybe. the running back Mackey.
We've seen that a couple times so far this year.
Lady Lures performing here at the timeout.
Boots weren't made to walk, they're made to knock with my little Casey's. Fade off with you in that sunset, when that sunset gets real shady.
Second and goal for the Lunkers here. They may go in tight, but Brian, we saw this last week, using Mackey as a decoy. Don't give up on maybe that play action and the pass in the end zone to Butters. We'll see, but there looks like a blitz coming by the Woo here.
Everyone almost inside the hash marks here.
Here's a give up the middle, and a score, and not Mackey, but Craig Travis, 5'11", 210-pound linebacker, defensive player up the gut for 3 yards. So keying on Mackey, which everybody will do, and they give it once again to a defensive player lined up as a fullback, and he gets the Lunkers in the end zone.
Not against the fullback dive, missing that play.
Yeah.
Don't see it a lot in this type of league.
Going for 2 here, snap back. Throw right side. Greer trying to get in and cannot for the 2-point conversion. A 12-point lead, or 2-score lead here for the Lunkers, 32-20 with 12:24 to play in the football game. So pretty good play calling there by Cam Bruffett and his offensive coordinator.
Real quickly, one more time as we hit the start of the fourth quarter, give you another update with games around the league. Over in St. Joe, a blowout, 57-13. St. Joe Goats leading the Hot Springs Wise Guys. That's a big one. Both of those next to each other on the standings respectfully. And then over in Duluth, 40-20. Harbor Monsters leading over the Axemen. The Harbor Monsters, at the look of this one, going to hold on to that number 1 seed. Battle between 2 and 3, and then 4 and 5 around the league, so standing shake up for sure.
Remember, top 4 play in the playoffs, so
top 2 with the home games.
And it's still possible the Lunkers could get in the top 2. Butters throw downfield. He overthrows off the wall, bounces into playing field. And it looks like it's going to be a touchback, and the Woo will take over at the 5-yard line.
And again, I do want to point, I think the
that'll be a touchback. It'll be first down, Iowa.
Maybe unseen part of this game is the special teams work, especially with Butters on these throw-offs. He's putting them in unfavorable field position inside the 10 every time, and it's working well. Butters is an unlooked part about this game that is really helping the Lunkers out.
Timeout, Lunkers. That's the second of the half.
Defensive players on the field forcing a time.
The key to a great toast is who you're with. At Big Whiskey's, we toast to best friend weekends, to birthday wishes, to burgers and wings, to big wins, and to believing in we, with something for everyone, from apps to wraps, salads to steaks. Everything is a big deal at Big Whiskey's. Here's to always being welcome.
Central Bank is proud to be a true community bank that offers a host of products and services that you have access to as a valued customer. Visit any location or visit centralbank.net to
12-point Lunkers lead here in the fourth quarter, 12:06 to play. Very defensive-minded game by these two teams. They played once this year, and it was Iowa winning that one. Mack with the carry and barely gets back to the line of scrimmage on that first down play.
Not missing a step as Gabe Smith came off. Might be off for the drive, replaced by Javion McDaniel, who takes over on the right side of our line from our angle that you're seeing right here. Taking over on the nose tackle spot is going to be Craig Travis III. Great move by those three to get in the backfield, stop that run.
Rogers takes a snap, looking downfield. He's going to throw middle of the field. Caught, and it'll be a first down for the Woo. That's their big man again, the receiver Justin Brown. Just continues to get open. And he came in with over 300 yards receiving on the season. Leads the team in touchdowns as well. Here's a catch made on the left flat by the Woo's JoJo Alabrice. And he is hung on to on the play, but is able to trip to the sidelines before he's hit into the wall. Rogers sets his team. He's got Mack in the backfield, looking into the end zone, but throwing short. And again, there's Brown, taken down on the play by Felix King. Justin Brown, he's going to have a bushel basket full of receiving yards in this game.
Yes, he will, as by my count. That's his 9th catch already in this one.
How many?
9. With 91 yards.
Forward motion by him into the end zone, covered well. Rogers going to throw it up, middle of the field, goes over the wall and out of play.
Almost hit the merch rack over there on that end on the end zone. Just had to get rid of that one. It was only a two-man rush. Charles, who was playing on our angle, the left side. If you're on our wide shot, we see as your main camera, the closer side of your screen. Dropped back in coverage, then came in once he saw no one was getting home, that no one was in his area. 5 seconds on the play clock.
Motion man Mack, middle of the field. Rogers thrown, but no, ball is double pumped and then thrown into the gut, into the end zone for a touchdown. Looked like he was either down or the ball was tipped, but Rogers held on to it, throws it into the end zone in double coverage, and it's a touchdown for the Woo. Watch this.
First of all, spins one off, shrugs a sack attack off. That's Smith who came back in for this play.
There's the fake, held on to the ball. Ooh, spun away.
And a laser.
Going for two here. Rogers stepping up. Lots of time, throws it up into the end zone, and it's incomplete. And a souvenir for somebody overthrown. But there is a flag on the play back near the quarterback on the two-point conversion. 32-26.
I think that's going to be another holding. That's the call that's been really hurting the Woo.
Here's the wide hat talking it over with Cam Bruffett.
There are two fouls by the offense. Holding. Offensive pass interference. Penalties offset. Result of the play is incomplete.
Incomplete, so the PAT fails, and it's still a 6-point lead for the Lunkers. 9:03 to play in this one.
Lunkers' chance to come back out here. Got to go punch for punch right now. And this one, defense has really got to hunker down. It's parts of the game like this where maybe just how long the game's been going. Defense is a little tired from how much they're going onto the field. We see the scoring open up. That's a common thing we've seen in some Lunkers games recently. The most notable one was the home opener against the Goats. That one, more points from either team in the third quarter than there was from them in the entire first half. So scoring can really open up as we get into these later parts of this game.
Ola Bryce with the throw off downfield. Bounces in front of Key. Key with the running start, picks it up, dives across the 5, and that's where the Lunkers will take over. Huge possession here with 8:51 to play in the game. Just a 6-point lead for the Lunkers. They need points in the worst way. Love to eat up some time on the clock, obviously, but move it down the field and try to make it again a 2-score difference. The Woo trying to get the football back. Here's the handoff to Mackey. Mackey outside to the left. Dives forward to the 15. That'll be a gain of right at about 5. It'll be 2nd and 5 here for the Lunkers. 8.5 minutes to play in the contest. Mackey behind the quarterback, Kolka. They've got twins on the right side. Snap back, another give to Mackey up the middle. Dancing, he again gets it back to the line of scrimmage, and he is tripped up on the play.
I'm going to get about 2 on that one. I'm going to bring about a 3rd and 5 from the looks of it from this end. So 2 straight run plays. Again, the Woo staying bunched in on the defense.
Here's the blitz. Pass right side, caught, first down. The right sideline, caught on the play by Greer.
And that was a great play right there. The motion out forces the corner to go with the deep route. The linebacker who's on the line has to pick up the underneath route. Not going to catch up to that one. Great scheming right there. Good first down.
We haven't mentioned Greer's name other than being in motion in this game. Here's Mackey, stopped in the backfield, dancing around, still on his feet. Dives forward.
He might lose a yarder.
Yeah. The Woo has done a fantastic job holding Mackey, for the most part, in check. I mean, he busted loose last week for 142 yards against Duluth, one of the great defensive teams in the league.
Mackey with 72 yards and a touchdown on the night.
Here's a pass into the end zone. Key with the catch! And a score! Perfect pass by Kolka to Devontae Key. And the Lunkers regain that 2-touchdown lead.
And I don't think you could put this ball in a different spot. That is a perfect ball as long as he keeps possession, and he does. Tyler Kolka, beautiful throw. My goodness, now his 3rd touchdown in this one. That's Devontae Key's 2nd.
And it looks like the Lunkers going to go for 1 here. Again, a 12-point lead. They're going to go for 1 here. Double motion, snap back to Kolka. Looking in, ball caught to Greer. Nobody around him, and a 1-point conversion successful. 39-26, Lunkers over the Woo with 6:49 to play. Watch this replay. All kinds of time for Kolka to Greer. Jumps up and nobody around him.
Great shot down there from the camera crew again. Got to shout him out a couple times, as I am a proud alum of Nixa High School down in Nixa live production down there. Good job to all the guys down there who do a great job putting on the broadcast. There they are in the truck. Got to use that camera finally.
Yeah.
Shout out to all of them down in the truck. Do a lot of work to bring this production for you at home or wherever you are streaming. So shout out to all those guys. Big score there from the Lunkers, 13-point game now.
I know the guys in the truck want to say hello to the people at Doughy Joey's Pizza Joint in Iowa watching. They have a big get-together right now watching this game, watching the Woo play. Should get a delivery from Doughy Joey's.
I don't know if they got a delivery guy. I was going from Iowa to Missouri.
I can get a plane. It's an hour flight. And a throw out of the arena. Caught by one of the fans.
And the way the penalties are getting thrown at this game, you maybe get it in time. Wishful thinking.
And one of the fans caught the ball.
Throw off
one
infraction.
Of the party decks here.
Throw off out of bounds. Ball be placed at 25.
Then he
First down,
receives all
Iowa.
kind of criticism from all the other kids in the area. Man, you can't win, can you?
Yeah, and I have to say, out of all, like when I see the layout of this, I love the view we have up here, but those boxes along the end zone right here, really love the view from that spot right there.
Wu with it again, trailing by 13. Here's a pitch to Mack going left. He cuts inside and tripped up by Felix King.
Still is going to get 2 on that one, but King is doing a great job at his form tackling this one. Had some huge hits. Has done a great job in the open, one-on-one, making sure to get the guy on the ground. It's a great, great form tackle right there. And in the open, those are the tackles you spend hours in practice making sure you can make.
Second down. Rogers steps up trying to run, but he's going to be brought down at midfield. He thought he saw a seam, but there's Felix King again. Also in on the stop for the Lunkers, Daniel Charles.
And he was the first man there. And to help him pull him down was also Javion McDaniel. Second sack for Charles. Had the last one too, as he's the first one home. 3rd and 10.
Rogers with 1 second on the play count. Boy, he is being rushed heavily. He throws it away. Boy, and just in the nick of time. Incomplete. He got rid of that one, or he would have lost a couple of yards on the play. Big time pressure by the Lunkers there. Somebody down again.
It's going to be Smith. So now you see Greg Travis coming on. Smith, I mean,
well, he's been down a few times.
100% all the way. I think it might just be some cramps.
Yeah.
I mean, he gives it all every single play he goes. Full motor. Whole way down the whistle. Yeah, I'm not surprised if he has a couple cramps on the field.
So remember, we've got the onside conversions where team trailing in the second half can take that untimed play. We'll see if that plays into the final 4:54 of this game. They're working on Gabe Smith, who has had some issues in this game, but he's gotten up and he's played through them. This one looks a little more serious. But boy, has he played a whale of a game. Goodness gracious.
Played a very good game all game. I do also want to mention that it has been one of the few players where his helmet has been popping off a couple times, so hopefully nothing with that related. Just want to take a moment also, scan QR code on your screen, able to reserve season tickets for next season. Year 3 of the Arena League here at the Tackle Box. Season tickets available online.
And if there is a playoff game down the road, you can go to OzarksLunkersFootball.com. Again, they're off next week. They got a bye week next week. In the final week of the regular season in Duluth. And a chance that the Lunkers could host a playoff game. Chance they get in the top 4 and are in the playoffs. Either way, you want to keep an eye on the website for ticket information. May not be able to play a game here, but they are looking for a spot just in case around the area to play with the fair coming up. They continue to administer to Gabe Smith on the field. Lunkers lead this one 39-26 with just under 5 minutes to play in the game.
I want to take a quick moment also, give more updates from around the league as Smith gets attended to. Still a blowout over in St. Joseph, 57-13. They lead the Wise Guys. Then over in Duluth, Harbor Monsters up on the Axemen, 48-26. You can check all this information out by joining the Arena League fan club.
Yeah, you go to the Arena League, and on there you'll see a link that says fan club, and join it. They've got special offers, and they've got some merch. And they've got some signed stuff from the commish Tim Brown, who was here a couple weeks ago. Nice to see him. Boy, he is still down. Gabe Smith. As they bring out another trainer. Trying to get the
And they're
attention.
waving, and now they're going to open the gate.
Yep, they're going to get some medical assistance on the field here. So haven't had this year, but the EMS crew coming onto the field here as there's a hush amongst the crowd. Teams going back to their respective benches. Hopefully he's okay. And I know the Lunkers players on their knee right now. Some prayers being said by some of those guys in their very quiet arena here. They bring the gurney out for Gabe, and again, our thoughts are with him as he goes through this. Get a nice round of applause when they do get him onto the gurney, I'm sure. Hate to see this this kind of thing, especially late in a game or any time during a game, but it does happen, and especially in the short field like this, the wall. Players have taken some beatings there as well. But you see the group standing around the situation in midfield for the Ozarks Lunkers, who lead this one by 13, 39-26. Next week, the Woo will be at home against Eau Claire. That'll be at the Hippodrome. And you can go to their website, iowawoo.com, for tickets if you'd like to attend that game. Love to see you at the Hippodrome. And that's their last home game of the season. And they'll be on the road in the final week of the regular season. Lunkers off next week. They've got a bye, and then they finish up at Duluth. That'll be July 26th. And you can, if you plan on going to Duluth to watch that, you can get on their website as well for ticket information. Little stoppage here as they work on Gabe Smith at last play. Been a physical game, to say the least, Ryan. I mean, we've had several hard hits in this game, stoppages of play. We've had some players down, but for the most part, they bounced up and even come back in. But this obviously, this season appears to be the worst of the lot, and we're thinking about Gabe as they work on him at midfield right now. A couple of the players will probably have to help lift him onto the gurney, as they got the hard stretcher on the field right now, and almost the entire Lunkers team is out there watching. Now they get up, as I think they're going to move him. Tough situation for sure. We've got just under 5 minutes to play in the game, and again, great crew of medical staff here. Not only the EMS crew that's out there on the field now, but Cox Health has trainers at both benches for both teams. And some of the nagging injuries that occur during these games, they've got crews that are helping out. They've got medical tables set up. So if somebody does get a cramp or a minor issue, they can take care of it immediately if they need to be wrapped or whatever it is. Cox Health locally takes care of that in Springfield and has always done a great job. They, throughout the year, at all the different sporting events, you can find those guys and gals working hard. And then a football game like this, you always have a EMS crew like this hired to be here just in case, and obviously it's a situation like this.
Just in case you don't want to see, hoping again, thoughts and prayers on the field right now.
Players still milling around out there. The Woo, meanwhile, near their bench, all of their players kind of watching from afar and talking and You know, it's a tough situation for all the players, both teams, when somebody goes down. You know, they're enemies on the field, but nobody wants to see an opponent or a teammate get hurt like this and have what could be a career-ending injury or even a season-ending injury. So those guys are as concerned as anybody else in the arena right now. But again, we still have about 5 minutes remaining in tonight's contest at the Tackle Box, Wilson Logistics Arena. And again, we want to thank the fine medical staff here for what they've done and what they do all season long. Fans here still very quiet watching the situation on the field. And some of the players going to help pick up Gabe, I believe, here. And then we'll get back to action. And it's tough for everybody, especially the guys on the field, once something like this happens, to be able to return and get that same aggressive behavior back. But they'll try to do that the last 5 minutes of the game. Wu trying to march down the field with the football. Love to score, and then they have that extra play that they can run. And we saw that, I think, last year. The Lunkers were able to use that play to actually win a game. They were trailing in the fourth quarter and used that play. Untimed, they get it at their own 5, and they have to get to the 25 for the first down. You see him transferring Gabe to the stretcher here. So they will wheel him off here. The ambulance right below us, as a matter of fact, inside the Wilson Logistics Arena. Support by the Lunkers players as he moves off the field. Everybody's saying something to him, wishing him the best, and here's the round of applause.
Hoping for the best. Glad to see him be able to get up onto the stretcher. Again, thoughts and prayers to Gabe Smith. Been having a great game. Great last couple of games. Again, hoping all for the best for him. Hoping for nothing major on the injury side of it and a speedy recovery, regardless of what it is.
Buckling him up there and wheel him off the field. Players try to stay loose here or get loose again just to get back to action. The officiating crew waits for the field to clear. Got him all strapped in, I think, and ready to go.
Ready to lift the stretcher up, and yep. A hand up.
I like this, all the Woo players coming out, and they're going to
arm up to the crowd.
He raises his hand. Yep, you see him raise
his hand. It's good to see that from Gabe Smith. So he goes off again. Thoughts and prayers to Gabe Smith.
We're under a 3-minute warm-up for both teams.
We're going to have a little warm-up for the players here. It'd be a good chance to take a little break here in the fourth quarter. 4:54 to play. Players given a chance to get warm again after about a 10-minute break there, and we'll take a break.
Football is a violent sport, but games aren't just won on the field. They're won in the reps, the recovery, the work nobody sees. Every sprint, every hit, every setback, Cox Health is there. On the field, in the weight room, in rehab. The best never stop working, and Cox Health never stops their support. Strength, speed, recovery. Cox Health Sports Medicine helps power the Lunkers every step of the way. Cox Health, the official sports medicine provider of the Ozarks.
Lunkers fans, did you know Missouri's largest domestic violence shelter is right here in our community? Harmony House provides a safe haven for survivors, and over half of those shelters are children.
Well, team's able to loosen up here after a little break there. Quarterback's throwing. Guys doing some calisthenics on both sides of the field. We've 4:54 to play in the game. We're in the fourth quarter after that break, and Lunkers lead it 39-26 over the Woo. So let's look at the Woo. We did this last week. The Woo had scored, this is their season low right now. They had scored 56 in losing cause to Duluth. They scored 44 against Hot Springs, scored 61 against the Lunkers at home, scored 74 against St. Joe, and their low point total this year is 38. So they've been held to 26 so far, and they come in averaging 54.5 points a game.
The lowest point total of a game for the Lunkers. Lunkers only 3 points off. They only scored 42, and that was on the road against the Woo, where they lost 62-41 on the road in Iowa. And now another low scoring contest by Arena League standards.
Well, the Lunkers defensive unit on the field.
It is fourth down, 4th and 10. Got to get to the 15. Prayers up for your teammate. Got to be able to play these last 4 minutes and 54 seconds of football.
Rogers brings his offensive unit out. Whistle blows, and we're ready to go. Motion man. Snap back. Rogers steps up in the pocket, fires left side or right side, and it's almost intercepted, and that would have been a pick six for the Lunkers. Daniel goes in and out of his bread basket
Would
to
have
the
been
turf.
his second, too, as well, as he had a pick earlier in the game. Almost has another one there, but nonetheless, Lunkers ball midfield, up 13. Huge offensive drive, 4:45 left, no need to hurry. But a score here really going to help out the Lunkers.
Coca gets the play. He's ready to go. 1st and 10 for the home team. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, throws it downfield. Man open, that's Greer down the right sideline, and it's incomplete. Great defensive play there by the Woos. Willie Miles III, the defensive back from Prairie View A&M.
Haven't heard his name a lot, but right there when he needed to a deep ball. Love the aggressiveness from the Lunkers. We've seen that more in this game. Took a deep shot from midfield. I mean, that's right where you want to take a shot from in this scenario, and right there almost gets it. Good defense, though, from Miles III.
2nd and 10. Fake handoff again. Here's a pass middle of the field. Greer, whose name we've mentioned a lot here in this second half. He was absent offensively in the first half. More of a decoy, but he's come alive in this second half. Big first down catch there.
I love that from the Lunkers there. First one, Greer loses that battle. Second one gets the route on him and gets the catch over Miles III. As you can imagine, a couple of words were exchanged after that scrum.
Greer in motion. The give is to Mackey, tripped up in the backfield. Great hands there defensively by Miles III. Again, the penetration from the left side. Got in and tripped up Mackey. Stopped him about 2 yards shy of the line of scrimmage.
and now
player down for the Woo with 2:55 to play in this contest. Is he the one that made the tackle? And so he was kind of running off, trying to get off the field, and then fell down en route. Now they're going to help him up, so he'll be able to check out on his own accord. That's good news.
no noticeable hobble or limp. Might be holding something closer to his hip or back area, but luckily able to walk off on his own 2 feet as he goes to the trainer bench.
Part of the last 2 plays. .255 to play in this contest. 39-26 Lunkers. Give to Mackey, sees a hole outside, bursts through it across the 10 down to the 8-yard line. He is stopped there. Hard-earned yardage for Mackey in this game. The Woo have really put some lickings on him.
Yes, they have, but still able to get some good yardage. Mackey with 77 yards to his name, not averaging about 98 per game, so still below average, but still a good game on the ground nonetheless.
3rd down and 5. Pass in the end zone is incomplete, intended for Greer. And in on the play, is that him again? Miles the third. He came back in after 1 play out and was able to knock that ball loose.
I mean, hey, in this part of the game, you need somebody to step up. There's the 2-minute warning. And Willie Miles the third so far being that man of the defensive unit to step up.
We'll take a break. 39-26 Lunkers.
It's slam dunks and table talks. New wheels and Oldsmobiles. Lookalikes and looks like a party. Your life is a series of snapshot moments. With Cedar Valley Hospice, you can continue creating memories worth a second look and make each moment matter. Add to your story with Cedar Valley Hospice.
Whether you're looking to gather with friends or need a great location for a company party or corporate event, Maple Lanes is the place. You're sure to have fun with 28 bowling lanes, pool tables, pinball machines, and other party games. Why not up the challenge with Iowa's only duck pin bowling? Kingpin Social has a wide variety of great food and drinks to top off your experience. Whether it's 2 people or 200, Maple Lanes has you covered.
In football, the goal is to avoid collisions, but on the road, sometimes collisions are unavoidable. When your car takes a hit, don't throw in the towel. Turn to Iowa Auto Rebuilders. With our full-service facility and excellent workmanship, you'll receive high-quality auto repairs and a hassle-free experience. Visit our website at iowaautorebuilders.com to learn more. Get back on the road looking and feeling like a winner with Iowa Auto Rebuilders, where collision meets precision.
Back at Wilson Logistics Arena, just about set for the final 2 minutes of this one. Lunkers on top by 13. As they go here, 4th and about 5. They have to get to the 3 for a first down.
6, 9, 4, 8, 9, 2, 6. Holler if you got it. 6, 9, 4, 8, 9, 2, 6. You got somebody over here? You got it? Woo! Congratulations!
All right, big winner there here at the tackle box. Lunkers trying to make a big winner as well. Motion and no snap.
On 4th down, that's going to be a costly penalty marker right there. Don't think you surrender the ball anyways. I mean, it's going to be a 5-yard penalty. You'll still about 8 or 9 yards to the marker. Still definitely
false start. Offense number 4, 5-yard penalty. It remains 4th down.
Second time they failed to snap, and some miscommunication between the center and the quarterback. And now Whistle blows again.
Flag wasn't picked up. And again, with these types of motions, snap count ever more important to be able to get that cadence down, especially with the motions crossing the line of scrimmage.
Kolka sends a man forward. Bryant Jr. Pass in the end zone is caught for the score. Bryant takes it away for the touchdown. Emory Bryant Jr. looked like that was picked off by the Woos. Miles the third, and Bryant Jr. comes up with the football.
Has time to move, and again, jumped up in the air. His feet started to move before he had the ball secured, and every time you do that, that one's falling through your hands. Unfortunately, it went right between the chest of Emory Bryant Jr.
So they're going to go for one here, leading 45-26, 1:50 to play. Motion man forward, and we're going to have a whistle.
Ooh.
We have a challenge
flag.
Interesting.
Wonder for what? Interesting. We'll see. I think that is, if my count's correct, the third time a challenge flag has been thrown from the Woo bench.
What is the
ruling
challenge
on the field
on?
is a touchdown is being challenged by Iowa.
The call of a touchdown. Okay, let's take a look at this if we can. I want to see, from the angle we saw, I didn't see anything that would be worth challenging. Maybe if he secured the ball, if his knee was down by the one. I don't know. We will take a look. Here's the play. Oh, they see? Okay. No.
Nope, that was the
Different
challenge
play.
flag there.
The Sky officials, a couple feet to the left of me, are looking over on the monitors, communicating with the official down in the end zone.
I was shocked. It looked like he made the catch. I thought maybe the Woo player had a chance to pick it off. Miles the third.
Whitecap
I think
taking
we're going
over.
to see it right here.
He's starting to walk over. Here's the playback. Throw.
He catches it, and he's in the end zone.
His feet are in the end zone. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't know what the challenge would really be here. So we're going to go back, be able to go frame by frame, as now the officials down on the field are watching this too.
See if he had possession maybe the whole time. But
I think so.
Again, I can't see anything
Here it is.
inconclusive.
That's secure right there.
The ruling on the field stands. It is a touchdown.
So it is a touchdown.
I think after seeing the angle, that's not one that I gotta discuss over any further.
Going to go for one here with 1:50 to play.
Go up 20.
Key in motion. The pass to Mackey, and he scampers in for the 1-point conversion. 46-26. Lunkers with the lead. 1:50 to play in the game. Well, the Lunkers look like they're going to improve on the season to 4-3. I think it's safe with 1:50 to play in the game. See it right here. The cross pattern to Mackey, just a little too quick to cover. Duluth was winning at home. They should go to 5-2. Iowa will fall to 3-3, while Ozarks improves to 4-3. They will take a half-game lead over Iowa and Hot Springs, who are losing at St. Joe. So looks like that'll be the standings. Duluth and the Lunkers will be first and second, with the Lunkers off next week. And their final game will be at Duluth. Could be 1 versus 2 at that point, but some big games coming up. Butters with the throw off, and he's just going to throw it into the stands.
And then for the Arena League, when it is a tie between wins, it will go down to points. So with that, St. Joe actually, since they'll all be at 3 wins, St. Joe jumping to 3-3.
Throwing team.
Hot Springs
Throwing out of
losing.
bounds.
They'll go to 3-3, and then Iowa dropping to 3-3 as well.
First down, Iowa.
With that, 3-way tie with 3 wins, all goes to points. St. Joe beating Hot Springs, scoring more than Iowa is right now. St. Joe is going to claim the 3 seed.
But again, we got 2 weeks to play.
Correct. I'm just saying as for what it is now. And then with Hot Springs only having 13 points, Iowa will still stay ahead of them. So Iowa will drop down to 4, Hot Springs to 5, St. Joe to 3.
But it's season points, not just one game.
Correct.
Yeah. Pass into the end zone is going to be thrown away by the quarterback,
and that's
Rogers.
And that was with adding in, because on the fan club website you can see the season point totals. That's adding in points currently shown on the live tracker where it would stand. Again, that will be more updated and correct tomorrow morning when those are all finalized.
In tight. Here's the pass. Caught at the 10 and down at about the 8-yard line for the Woo. More of a prevent defense here for the Lunkers. They don't mind giving up a couple of receptions here, but they just don't want to give up anything long, and they're up 20, so a touchdown here is not going to kill them. First and goal, 1:15 to play. Rogers spreads his team out. Motion man left side. Rolls to his left, now back to his right. Cuts outside, fires a pass into the end zone, and it's incomplete. Brings up second and goal now with 1:01 to play. And again, inside the 2-minute warning, clock does stop on incomplete passes.
So here again, great pressure again from the Lunkers defensive line. Passerell just has to force it in, and then a great defensive play from Carter. Shove there, jarring the ball loose.
Snap back, Rogers, quick hitter to the right side. Inside the 5, down to the 1. That's Brooks.
To number 1, Marcel Brooks.
Bring up third and goal at the 2-yard line. Pace offense here for the Woo. Snap back to Rogers, rolling to his left. Got room. Fires it in to the end zone, and it is caught. They're going to say, do they signal yet? Not yet. Not yet.
Touchdown.
Now it's a touchdown. So 46-32. The Woo to get the score here with 37 seconds to play. And looks like they're going to go for 2 here. Lunkers will improve to 4-3 with the win here tonight. The Woo will fall to 3-3. Rogers stepping up, goes left side, and a 2-point conversion, a success, but a couple of flags in the backfield right around that holding area.
Yep, you're going to have a hold for sure. I don't think this will count. The second flag, I do not know, but that first one will definitely be a hold. Holding calls have been killing the Woo here in this one.
Boy, the first half was a penalty-a-thon, wasn't it?
Yes, it would. Yes, it was. I think more penalties in that quarter than we have for the rest of the game at this point.
Officials again huddle up to talk about this. 2 penalty flags thrown at midfield. Byron Pearson trying to shake things out. Boy, to come in last year as an officiating crew in this league to learn a new rule book. These guys are high school and college officials working these games, but they've really done a outstanding job really learning everything about this game. Here's Byron Pearson.
There are 2 fouls on the play, both by the offense. Holding number 7 on sportsmanlike number 7. Holding will be enforced 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Replay down, replay the extra point. The unsportsmanlike
so they move it back
will be assessed on the next play.
To the 20.
It was good.
And they have the 2-point conversion from there. Now this is a true prevent defense here, right? For the 2-point conversion. Off the line of scrimmage, anything up close, give them the pass.
Everyone's about the 6, 7 yard line.
4 D-backs, 3 rushers for the Lunkers.
Plenty of time to...
Motion man. Rogers stepping up. Now he's going to throw it high, and there's a man open, and it's caught. How did he get open in the corner of the end zone for the 2-point conversion? But he did, and it's 46-34 now. 12-point lead for the Lunkers.
Replay. Pressure getting to him, just having to lob it up there, but puts it in a really good spot here. Contact and still is able onto it along the boards. That's a great play to hold on to that one. And now we'll see the onside
Iowa
possession.
has elected
yes,
the
this is
onside
where
conversion.
Woo will get it
Ball
at
be
their
placed
own
at the 5.
They have to get to midfield for
First down.
the play to continue or the
Unsportsmanlike.
drive to
So the ball
continue.
will
So
be
they
half
have
the
to get to the
distance.
25,
First
which is
down.
midfield of this Arena League. But the penalty obviously moves them back to the 3. They still have to get to the 25 or midfield to keep the drive going here. This is an untimed play, trailing in the second half as the Woo are.
I mean, even here with this spot, I don't think you're still playing prevent defense for the Lunkers.
Right.
Hopefully, I mean, the pressure has been getting there all game from every person who has been on that defensive line for the Lunkers. I have no doubt that you send even one of them that will be able to at least be able to push into the backfield. I think they're going to send 3 as they have been.
Yep, 3 down linemen here. 4 defensive backs right at about midfield.
Motion from Brooks on the left.
Low snap again. Oh, that makes it tough for Rogers. He's going to throw it up, and the ball is going to be caught and down in the end zone, and that's going to be a safety. Safety. Ball was lateraled, I guess, to Gerald Lenore.
It was. Here it is. Great angle right there. It goes backwards to Lenore, and then safety made tackle there from Daniel Charles. So, defense once again coming in.
So I guess for the gamblers, that's important, isn't it? For the bettors, if it's if they had the over/under type situation, if you had the Lunkers by 14 plus 14.5 or whatever, 13.5, this is big. I don't think there's many of those gamblers working the Arena League, but
the league keeps getting bigger. You might get with some of those lines eventually one day.
Final regular season home game, going to be a good season for Ozarks. They are 3-1 at home this year. Dropped their first game, or actually beat St. Joe their first game at home, but dropped a game to Hot Springs at home, and then won last week against Duluth.
Lunkers going fishing. They're at midfield.
Well, that's a unique dance, isn't it?
I love this.
And the neat thing is, after the game, the players all on the field, they'll talk with the fans. The kids are lining up, ready to go on the field and talk to the players. That's the neatest thing about this, especially after a win. Not so much fun after a loss.
You have to think, if you're a kid who caught a football day, hoping you got a Sharpie in your back pocket, might get an autograph or 2 if you're lucky. Yeah, very awesome of a type of thing that the Arena League does get to do. I really love that. It's always fun to see the fans on the field. A little bit of dancing afterwards when the music's going up for a while, especially after a win. It's always good.
Again, we'll remind you that there's a chance, number one, that they can get in the playoffs still. Good chance for that. But another chance they could host in the playoffs. Talking about the Lunkers. And they got a bye next week. They're 4-4. They would be second place after tonight's action. But there's a bye for the Lunkers next week, and then they play at Duluth coming up, the final game of the regular season. So a chance now wouldn't be here, wouldn't be at the tackle box. They would have to play it somewhere else. And they are looking for a place to play that game just in case.
I would not be surprised. It's probably going to be a local school in the Springfield area.
Or one of the one of the facilities, the courts. They've got, some community centers. They're looking at a lot of different options right now. Nothing set in stone. Fair catch made by the Lunkers inside the 5.
A lot more
Could
to
be
it.
a school, but they have to have the right size facility to do it.
And not only that, also you got to think about, the logistic part of it, seating, how are they priced and things like that. Because, think about if you're a season ticket holder in a box, a little harder to get those people in and have the same type of seats they get to. It's a whole thing.
Well, the season, obviously concludes tonight, so these would be playoff tickets that would be sold for that. But again, we'll let you know about that. Just make sure you check out OzarksLunkersFootball.com. Go to the Facebook site. Keep track of what goes on here the next 2 weeks. Snap back to Koka. He takes a knee. We'll have to do that another time. Should be bending under center here and not give up a safety. .35 seconds to play. 48-34. Clock ticking here. And now a timeout's going to be called with 25 seconds to play.
Timeout, Iowa. That's
so
their
last
first
year
of
there
the
was only
half.
4 teams in the league. And the Lunkers lost in the first round of the playoffs last year. Of course, Duluth ended up beating the Iowa Woo for the championship last year, 46-44. How about that? That was a great championship game. Duluth won it, and they're in first place this year as well.
Continue to do so, going up to 5-2, I'm assuming with our penalty, same start time.
So these speakers right here, they're going to make you feel like you're actually there.
All right.
To Jackson, play fake, he's got.
Let's go! Bro, it's like you're there.
.25 seconds to play. Snap. Here's the handoff to Mackey, trying to get outside. He gets it to the 5.
Trying to get enough space for me able to take a knee. 20.8, they would still have to take another one.
21 seconds. Have to do that again. So they're, as you had mentioned, a 3-way tie for third place between Iowa, Hot Springs, and St. Joe after tonight. Oh, a pass. Caught on the right side. They try to steal the ball from the receiver there, Emory Bryant Jr. He gets up, and that's going to do it. Clock rolls. And the Lunkers will win this one 48-34. They are 3-1 at home and improved to 4-3 on the season. Great crowd here tonight as the Lunkers win it in a very defensive-minded game, but thought one of the best defensive performances of the season for the Lunkers.
Yeah, great performance tonight. All around, one more game, got a bye week, take some time, get some rest in for the last game of the season, and luckily for us, for the last time this year, we get to party one more time in the tackle box.
That'll be coming up here with the fans on the field. Again, the Lunkers played without their speed merchant, Matt Rush, in this one. So remember that. Rush not playing in this game and still able to score 48. Put things together with their quarterback, Tyler Kolka, and the rest of the offensive unit scoring 48, but very impressive defensive performance tonight, holding this Woo team 20 points below their season average.
Yeah, it was a great all-around performance. Every part of this team was playing well. It's a great performance. Going into a bye week, you still got one game to finish out on the road. But again, it's a great performance. Offense is playing great. And again, one thing I really love, the deep ball connecting with Emory Bryant, even though Matt Rush is the main deep ball threat for this team. So seeing that connect, really good for this team. Multiple options for Kolka now on the deep ball. And again, defense all around. The defensive line was the highlight, getting pressure the entire night. Great job all around.
Thoughts and prayers to Gabe Smith as he heads to the hospital. We'll keep an eye and ear on that situation, obviously. So, folks, coming up next, the Arena League postgame show with Tim Brown featuring top plays and league insights. You don't want to miss it. Fans, open the Fan Club app now to see if you've made the fan highlight reel. Check your points, claim your rewards. 48-34, the Lunkers beat the Woo. Good night. Till next time.
My mind is set, my grind is set, my heart on ice cold. I'm only here to even the score. Whoa. My mind is set, my grind is set, my heart on ice cold. We down right now, but did it before. Whoa. See from here we going up. Made the call, I shown up. Now the game is on up. Say my name is blown up. We up, 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 we up. See from here we go. My mind is set, my grind is set, my heart on ice cold. I'm only here to even the score. Whoa. My mind is set, my grind is set, my heart on ice cold. We down right now, but did it before. Whoa. See from here we going up. Made the call, I shown up. Now the game is on up. Say my name is blown up. We up, 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 we up. See from here we go. My mind is set, my grind is set, my heart on ice cold. I'm only here to even the score. Whoa. My mind is set, my grind is set, my heart on ice cold. We down right now, but did it before. Whoa. See from here we going up. Made the call, I shown up.